sinking since she left me. Been dreaming about her since she been gone. Was until she walked out the door. I realized I was wrong. Yeah, I got a fever. It's 103. Feel my heart sinking since she left me. Have I lost my mind? Like driving in circles, a never-ending road. Emotions sick to my stomach from losing the one I love. My regrets, they still echo as my head starts to ring. That one love I can't let go. She's the only one who meant something. Yeah, I got a fever. It's killing me. Constant overthinking about why she left me. Have I lost my mind? Should bite my tongue, save the air in my lungs. It doesn't matter what I say if we don't communicate. But you made me a believer, and I won't believe that it's the end. Please tell me all your reasons. You change your mind like the seasons once again, 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 again. But better get to running, our time is running out. Oh honey, I'm in doubt. But baby, just say something. Silence is too loud. Where's the love when I'm around? Ooh, ooh. But better get to running, better get to running, better get to running. The time is running out. Sick of putting fires out. I'll let them burn to the ground. Or is there a better way for you to realize we need to change? But baby, just say something. Silence is too loud. Where's the love when I'm around? But better get to running, better get to running, better get to running. The time is running out. But better get to running. Our time is running out. Oh honey, I'm in doubt. But baby, just say something. Your silence is too loud. Where's the love when I'm around? But better get to running, better get to running, better get to running. The time is running out.
Hello, your little guys incorporated. Hello, it's Diesel. I've been away for 47 billion years. How's it going, folks? I know I sound a bit old.
No, okay. I'm actually really fucking sick, so if I don't bring the energy tonight, I apologize. Dude, okay, so just to clarify, I've been working like fucking... Okay, nobody ever told me this. I thought running... Okay, I have to be a little quiet about it. I thought running like a hobby store would be easy, like that video game. But it turns out it's actually really fucking difficult, and I've been banging out like multiple 10-hour shifts this week. I'm really, it's really exhausting. It's really exhausting, and I just got the text. So my brother, not like my brother is into royal, but my brother, my actual brother, he texted me not but a few minutes ago telling me there's finally coverage, so I don't have to work to 11 p.m. every day. And so that's what was going on. I'd work till 11 p.m. and I'd close up. I'd be home. It'd be fucking midnight. And it was horrible. So you're missing one little thing called employees. Well, that's where hiring someone comes in. So yes, we have hired people. We have part-time people that'll cover some of the shifts. I kind of like working doubles too, in the same respect. I get a lot done while I'm at the store. I write a lot. I've written more on the Western book. You guys remember that? I've written more on the Western book in the last week and a half than I have in like 8 months. So like there's something about being in this space that puts me in the mood. Like, I don't know. My room that I live in has become like a fucking disaster zone of my film equipment everywhere and the miniatures I'm working on everywhere. But yeah, so I need to make this space work friendly to my mind. Because it's true what they say. Jordan Peterson was right about one thing, and only one thing. Clean your room. It's true. But yeah, man, I've been in it.
Blue Yokai celebrates 27 months of membership. Doing great. Pookie, can't wait to see the store. Trophy emoji.
Well, statistically speaking, I will probably be there. But yes, I'm very tired. And then in the middle of working these 10-hour shifts, I get sick. But I can't immediately get coverage, so I have to work while sick. And it was really rough. I could only find Child's Robitussin, and I've now consumed an entire bottle of Child's Robitussin. Not all at once. Okay, not all at once. But yeah. Yeah, being in a hobby shop is productive for hobby type stuff. Yes. And also it's It's a well-maintained space, of which my room is not. Would you be interested in hiring me? The streamer conducts actual job interviews live on air. Chat, is this interviewee goated or not? Chat, let's do a resume review right now. Haha, they got a spelling mistake. But yeah, dude, I've been like sick, and do you need the cut down version of the call? I mean, it's the one on Bowblax's channel from 3 days ago, right? I have that. The Just the Robot Bowblax Discord call. That's the one I got. I'm fine. It's 47 minutes long, you know. That's what that's what's in the water bottle, Robitussin, yeah. So I went to go buy Robitussin or like some kind of cough medicine, and the pharmacy wasn't open in the town where my store is. So I walked around a bit, and then I stopped in at the gas station, and they had Child's Robitussin. So I bought that, and I saw, okay, I guess I'll just drink the maximum allotted dosage. But yeah, that's what my life has been like. I've been running events and all that stuff, or I've been lucky enough to have really passionate staff that like know how it works. Like I play Magic Standard, but I don't really do the events often, so it's nice to have somebody that knows how to do that and all that stuff. But yeah. That's an insane okay,
Hello?
this cuts out dead air. Okay, got it. This is insane art. This is insane art. Dude, yeah. So basically, I've been away from the internet for a little bit. Guys, I've been offline for a while. Did anything happen in the last 5 days? Man, I can't really wrap my head around it. I feel like, honestly, I feel like this nagging feeling in my neck that something really bad has happened in the last few days. You know, it's this hard feeling that makes me feel like something's happened in the land of the Mormons. I don't know why. I get this strange feeling that somebody did a debate me event and it went horribly, horribly not the way they intended it. The last 5 days, I've had diarrhea. That's what it is. That's what it is. Chatter has had diarrhea, and I've been recognizing that you've had diarrhea for the past 5 days. I think you should see a doctor, actually. That's what that is. I should say that, yes, Jar did do a video covering that event. I'm very interested to see what he says. I will probably cover it anyway, but I will make sure to put on stimulating footage for you. My neck is killing me. That's not a Zin, by the way. It is actually ground coffee. It is meant for people to quit Zins. So, yes, I am actually putting coffee grounds in my mouth. But yeah. That's he fucking covered the Charlie Kirk shit. Yes. Yes, Just a Robot did cover Charlie Kirk's murder. Okay.
I shit my pants in the last 5 days.
I mean, okay, so I to be clear, with my low energy right now, I'm in that part of the sickness where like it's starting to move away from here and it's starting to go to my butthole. So like it is exploding right now. Like I tore it up. I tore it up. I tore it up today. It's been a disaster. I've not been feeling
2D
good at
Trash
all.
TM celebrates 23 months of membership. Fauji shit someone else's pants in the last 5 days.
Why are we talking so much about the fecal events today, guys? What's going on? Did I miss something? I feel really out of the loop. Dude, you know what my fucking screen time has been lately? It's been like an hour. It's been like an hour. Okay? I've been so busy. I've only had like an hour on my phone. It's like, what do I do on here? Goon? And then that's it. And then that's it. And then I go on with my day. And I don't ever fucking open my phone because I'm busy. Like,
Axis
Guys, I literally just
1247
ate.
celebrates 22 months of membership. Guys, I literally just ate JFC.
well, yeah, you already ate. Exactly. 2D Trash is right. You already ate, which means like we're preparing you for when your time comes, you know? Oh my God. Yeah, man. I will say this, you know, I often take myself as the philosophe, okay? The enlightened gooner, if you will. But you know, I've been thinking about the events of the last few days quite frequently, and to be clear, I do not mourn the individual who had passed. I have zero sympathy or empathy for that individual. Zero. None. And that's okay. It's actually perfectly okay to not feel swells of empathy for people you've never met. I can understand feeling sympathy for innocents, right? He played a game. A game like that often has prices. I understand that. I feel bad for his kids. That's a different thing, right? But two, what I actually feel bad about is not that guy. I don't feel bad. What I do feel bad about is that basically people are like, laws, we don't need them. Don't get me wrong. If someone would say you had to pick one to get the uwu bullet, I would not have picked him. Am I upset that the fates decided to cut his red string? No. Too mad at Charlie Kirk Venn diagram. His kids, that's it. His wife, no, because she also plays the game too, right? But we can't constantly say who would you have picked. Well, I'm not going to say that, okay? I'm not going to say who I would have picked. Diesel is upset it wasn't someone worse. I definitely have another, like, this is not a topic of conversation. I run this ship, not you. Okay. Let's be serious. It's a YouTuber. The needle has not shifted from him dying. Yeah. It's like the point I'm trying to get at is like, I understand that we can all talk about how fucking PogChamp it is that like a healthcare CEO dropped dead, or like how somebody who's like a piece of shit bigot drops dead. But I am worried that Americans are calling for violent action too much, and I am worried that it only takes one event, one like protest turned riot for someone to get shot, for everything to go fucking bananas, cuckoo crazy. And I just want everybody to, and by the way, I understand I have a very left-leaning audience, right? but let's say you're not left leaning and you watch me, right? We are blessed with a lot of modern comforts. If for some reason the backbone of society collapsed tomorrow, things you would not think about would cease to function, right? Like what's happening in Nepal right now, I don't think Nepal would be what happens here, if I'm being frank. You're not Frank, you're Diesel. I should put that one on the fucking bingo list, huh? They'll get you fired from your job. Oh, wait. Yeah. But you go to the pharmacy and you pick up your medication, right? And yada yada, the healthcare premium is mad expensive, right? Will you still be streaming during the war, King? I mean, I probably, yeah. Yeah, but of course I'm gonna have a really bad schedule during the war too. So that way, in between when the streams happen, you guys think that I get killed in a mortar strike. But like modern conveniences, like there's a lot of folks on one side of the political aisle that are saying we need retribution, we need to enact violence, we need to go to war. Again, Charlie Kirk is a YouTuber. I don't think you should lay down your life for him. But the point of the matter is like when you go to the supermarket and you pick up a big box of chicken breast and you take that home, that only functions because of a vast, complicated logistical network that can only function because of modern society, right? I'm certain some of these features would still work in the reality of a civil war, right? But a lot of things that require all these like multilateral parts that function, you know, and they're very interconnected with each other, right? They would cease to work, and you'd, in the long term, be sentencing yourself to a slow demise as you can't get your life-saving medication, right? Anyway, the point of the matter is that Diesel's afraid he will lose chicken nuggets because of the Civil War. That's also true. That's also true. Chicken nuggets only exist because of like the modern life. If we went back to the 1800s, okay, in terms of technology, your chicken nuggets would not exist. Okay, you wouldn't even have McDonald's. But yeah, it would not be the same here. I think I don't even like agree with his rhetoric at all. Like I think he was such a deplorable person. I wouldn't even like, it's just ridiculous. But Diesel saying war bad. Yeah, the point I'm trying to get across to people here is that people seem to think that they could have like this civil war or this conflict and it not like you can't 9 to 5 a war, right? And I feel like people talk about it on Twitter like you 9 to 5 a war, right? Like you'd get down in the trenches and it's like, bro, I'm sorry, but you're Gen X. You're 45 going on 50. You're telling me you're going to sit in a trench with no light for 12 hours a day with the possibility of dying instantaneously,
Lost
and you
in
have
Worlds
gout?
15 celebrates 8 months of membership. Civil war happens. I'd still have to go into work.
Oh, man. Listen, man, the world would be ending, okay? Okay, I could literally have Ford Prefect telling me that the world is gonna end in 8 minutes, and I would be like, I can't get the towel right now, sir. I'm busy. But Diesel, you're taking what he said out of context. He actually wasn't a bigot. He was definitely a bigot. Like Americans think they can take Canada in a day. I gotta be honest, I don't think America could take Canada in a day right now. Maybe America, like circa 2008, peak, Like peak war on terror. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing power scaling geopolitical conflicts. Who would win in a war? 18th century fucking Poland or 2025 United States? Yeah, it's all online LARP, dude. It's all online LARP. If there's something that like being involved, so as Mr. Tabletop that runs a tabletop store now, I will tell you this. Being involved in a local community has such an outstanding impact on people's quality of life. Nothing on Twitter is comparable to the amount of things that I do that are positive that happen in the community. To be a third space for people that either didn't have it or couldn't find it is an incredible gift and pleasure, and it's amazing. I meet nothing but incredibly interesting and engaging people every day. I talked to somebody who worked at Microsoft, like Microsoft Games. I talked to a nurse this other day, and he was telling me about his job.
Charlie once said that empathy was new age BS.
The only thing is that empathy isn't like a bottomless pit. You can't just give it out to everyone, right? Now, this isn't to say that Twitter is completely meaningless. Twitter is not like one of the most popular social medias, honestly, right? It's kind of like a small in comparison to others.
Prime W. Bush era war on terror versus Obama the drone strike king. Who you got?
Okay, if we're just talking about sheer volume, right? I think Obama's drone strikes would win. No, this is like I'm really actually serious. I think Obama's drone strikes would win because the sheer volume of them and the fact that they hit so frequently would put them to be like, just by the fact of their effectiveness rate, I think the drone strikes would beat the sheer volume of firepower that Bush brings to the table. Like, Bush could bring a lot, but Bush wouldn't be able to focus that firepower in a way that I think that Obama could. Actual take. Okay, so I was listening. I'm getting old, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting Diesel starting his Unk arc. So I was listening. Sorry, fucking yada yada man talks about podcasts he listened to. I was listening. I haven't finished the episode. There's a podcast called The Gray Zone. It's a New York Times podcast, and they were talking about speech. And there's this guy who wrote a book on free speech in history. So I'm very interested in that as a topic, as a person. So I was listening to it, and he was talking about speech like an action, right? And he was saying like, so they literally did this like what about question, right? Where it was like, the guy asked like, oh, well, and basically I could go up and punch you and that would harm you. But if I said you're a pedophile on the internet and told people, right, what would harm you more? So let's think about it. What would harm you more? Well, and I would agree with this, right? Like I like if a stranger came up to you and punched you in the face, like they punch you in the face, it happens, bada bing, bada boom, that's it. Somebody on the internet says that and spreads it, it is doing much more damage than a punch to the face, right? So it's like the sticks and stones thing doesn't really make sense because words are actions and actions don't happen in a vacuum. They happen regarding a lot of context and nuance, right? So if somebody falsifies something like calling somebody a pedophile, like Twitter tends to do, right? Then the outsized impact of that person being quote unquote canceled would be worse than them being physically assaulted on the street because of the results that might happen of them receiving those actions, those words, right? So I just thought it was like it was I don't even know where I got from this. This just came up into my head. But I thought it was an interesting thing to hear about because to be clear, I was 100% racist back in the day. 110% racist. When I was racist, he says, when I was racist, I was a free speech absolutist. But that doesn't make any fucking sense when you think about it. Right? And it's like, I just, when I think about it now, I'm just like, oh my God, I was 19. Of course I had takes like that. Of course I did. Of course I had all these wackadoo political takes. This is probably a byproduct of me getting older and me like kind of like mellowing out. When I was racist sounds like a memoir. I feel that sounds like a Macklemore song. Context and nuance versus autism, not a good matchup. I want to circle back. I'm gonna get to the topic, but 2D Trash said, so true. I joined a local kink community, and so far all I've done is nerd shit and chill in third spaces. It's great. That's like saying you're just going to like eat the appetizers at the fucking orgy. Like I don't even know. Like that's crazy. Yeah, the diesel racism arc should also be on my bingo card. It was a really formative time of my life. That was like the first time I was out of the house, I was racist. That was like I left home and became racist. Right? I like, so like the MGTOW shit too, right? Like there was tons of that rolling through there as well. Let's see. I like left home for the first time. My first romantic experience, I was also still racist. You'd be surprised how like getting in a relationship or getting in relationships makes you less racist. Unless you're like super racist, then you're not down for minorities. But like, bro, so they can spin on that crazy style, you know? I'm sorry, that's an insane statement. Kinksters are great for tabletop. Kinksters. Oh, they love that shit. Kink. Somebody ring the kinkster. Dude, it's like the Rizzler is like a villain for sexual consent Batman, and then the kinkster is another villain. God. You want to be responsible for a bottom on an empty stomach? Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. We already know the real argument is free speech for me and not for thee. Well, that's the funny thing. So the guy who did this whole book, and of course I have to read the book. I gotta read the book. I read books. The guy who reads the book, there was this whole like anecdote that the interviewer said, like, I feel like the people who are arguing for free speech end up becoming the ones who try to oppress the speech when they get into power. And then the guy that's being interviewed laughs, and he's like, that is always the case. That is always the case for all of history. That has always happened. And then I think about it, and I'm like, huh, you know what? There's probably some form of historical precedent. There must be. And my first thought was like the French Revolution. So I am interested. I am going to pick up the book. So I am interested, right? I'm just saying, people be fucking at those nerd cons. Listen, man, I'm waiting. Nobody's invited me to the fucking Comic-Con orgy, man. All right? I'm 5'9", like 200 pounds. I don't remember my circumference, but I'm sure it's good enough. The Russian Revolution, that's a good one. Yeah. Nerds don't look like Carlton anymore. Well, you know, I'm just saying, when's somebody gonna ring the kinkster, you know? Well, you gotta go mingle, brother. Well, you know what? That's a little difficult. God. So, I like how Jar in blackface has just become the default way that we portray Jar. Half your chat would. Yeah, but like I can't. Respectfully, I can't. I mean, I probably could, but then also in the same respect, do not call me the Kinkster. We're not making that a thing. All right. All right. We're not calling me that. That's not a thing we're doing. We're not making that a thing. I refuse to make that a thing. FPS Kinkster is disgusting. Oh, that is so fucking bad, dude. Oh, God. Booze helps. Okay, so what you're saying is, when I go to the anime, like Anime NYC, I should bring a flask through security so I could be day drunk in the convention hall? Is that what you're telling me? It's sounding like you're justifying me being day drunk in a convention hall? Big things happening in Dieselville. Dude, it's like a I'm like corporate CEO of this village, okay? Here, I'll even give you guys why here. Let's Yes. So you're saying that I should be drunk in public during the day? No, you got to make friends with popular con people. The problem is that I'm also a drama YouTuber and people can't stand being around people like me because I'm like evil, I think. Here. Boom. We need to get a little fruity action going on here. Which window is this? There we go. I'm actually a lot less social in real life, guys. My energy levels in real life are like significantly lower. There's this local D&D podcast, by the way, that wants to bring me on as like a guest, and they meet me in real life, and I'm really low key. And I'm interested for them to bring me on so that way I can act like this on camera, and then be like, "What's wrong with you?" Fruity action, but not Kinkster IRL. Kinkster IRL is like significantly worse than FPS Kinkster, I'm not gonna lie.
Hello? Okay, hang on, let me change my, yeah.
I didn't have my headphones on because it ran out of charge when you were gonna call me, so I plugged it into charge and it doesn't, I don't know how, I forgot, I don't know.
This is actually like really frustrating to listen to, wow.
What's up?
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you, but you're coming out of the wrong, let me, output settings. Okay, now there we go, you're coming into my headphones.
Yeah, what's up?
Not my sub count, that's for sure. I think
This guy is actually so, I'm sorry. I'm so past the point in my like personal like and professional. I'm not interested in growing in that way, right? Like Diesel IRL, right? I'd love to grow so that way I could make more money. Yeah, but like if we're talking about like my main, I'm fine with what I've achieved with that, and I'm ready to move on to other projects. Like even as like I don't understand this mentality of like the sub number shit. There's a lot of guys who are like newer to this space that really give a fuck about a sub number. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I've met people with 10 subscribers that are normal, and I've met people with 10,000 subscribers that are normal, and I've met people with like million subscribers that are normal. And I've also met evil versions of all of those things, right? So it's just the weird like affliction to pay so much attention to the clout capital is like just so cringe. It's so cringe.
I think it's the same for you.
I guess.
Kinkster IRL sounds like a roundabout way of saying exhibitionist. I think if it wasn't for the fact that you could go to jail, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'm gonna leave that in the air. It's been a long time. I'm a little delirious. Okay, CJ, to be honest, I've been working so much, my gains are lacking, and I've been eating like chicken tenders like fucking 5 days a week. It's really, I'm not even dumpy maxing right now.
Yeah, it's probably stagnant or like slowing, but it was slowing even like
Entering retirement already. I don't think, like, I have ideas and things I want to do creatively. I can't do them with FPS Diesel. I know that, right? So it's like, it's either you keep plying away at the same thing or you do something different. And I'd rather just do something different.
fair at the beginning of this year. Obviously, it slowed down significantly more, or went down significantly fast.
Yeah.
Over the summer, for sure.
Yeah. I lost like 9 to 11K subs thanks to my drama. How many did you lose?
Probably around.
I was hoping for a clash of the cows and not a hookup of the cows. I mean, it's like British. It's like really the question is who is the stallion and who is the foal? Is that the right term? I don't know horses like that. If you ever need help on how to be an exhibitionist, let me know. That's crazy.
The same, but I was on a slight downward trajectory prior to that, so I don't know how much is that and how much is the other, you know.
So why did this call happen? Did this call happen because Jar's like, you and I, Bowblax, were kindred spirits? Because I feel like that's something that he would think in his head, right? Mayor. Okay, mayor.
Same, it's a fucking autistic genocide going on right now, man.
An autistic genocide. Well, I mean, he is the autism ethno-state guy. The autism neurostate, is that because ethno would be like ethnicity? So is it he wants a neurospicy a neurospicy? I'm not doing that. I'm not calling it neurospicy. There was a I heard someone say neurospicy in real life recently. It wasn't at the store. I don't remember where it was. But I got like an instantaneous ick, you know? Like, I'll fuck with neurodivergent as a term, right? But I'm not saying neurospicy. That's like some fucking millennial wholesome chungus love you 5,000 shit. And I don't like that.
I guess. And then I also didn't upload a lot either, so...
Same.
Who's the top and who's the bottom here? Honestly, this might be a controversial take, but I think Bowblax is topping right now. Actually, no, that's probably a lukewarm take.
So, yeah, I'm not like surprised or anything, but
yeah, I get you. So I have a quick question for you. What's your profile picture from? I recognize Shadow, obviously.
My Discord.
Oh.
One is Urgot from League of Legends.
Neurospicy, is that a new pronoun? Well, like, neurospicy is like one of those terms that I hear like late millennials use to describe their like late diagnosis of ADHD or bipolar, where they call themselves like neurospicy and just say neurodivergent or saying I have like a mental illness or something. Like, it's okay, guys. We can have mental illnesses now. It's 2025, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real here. I only know Master Yi.
The beanification of mental health terms. Dude. I honestly, like, for you Gen Zs out there, for you Gen Zs listening, this is like if somebody took your Zoloft and said that it was like a Labubu pill that turns you into like a regular Labubu instead of a fancy zesty Labubu. Well, like, okay. When somebody and two, so when okay, here's what I mean where speech happens in context, right? Here's a good example. When somebody says that another guy is zesty, that's them calling that guy the F slur without going 10 toes down and saying it, right? But if CJ, who I know is a kingly gay male chatter, right, says zesty, it's not the same thing. Diesel, I'm Gen Z and I have no clue what you're talking about. You don't know what a labubu is? Dude, holy shit.
And every character from the TV show Arcane, and that's it.
Yeah, Urgot is in Zon, so there's that. But he's not in Arcane. But yeah.
Anything you're working on right now?
No.
But what if I call myself zesty? That's like calling yourself zesty is the workplace safe equivalent of being gay and calling yourself the F slur at the bar. You know what I mean?
There are some stuff I'm working on, but
like if you've got that friend who's gay and they have sometimes called themselves the F slur, that's like saying the same thing, but like in a workplace safe environment.
I don't really want to talk about it.
Hey, that's fine, man. If I'm not gonna force you.
Yeah, yeah. But I am working on like some side stuff for my gaming channel occasionally, and like I'm always doing like little things here and there, you know. So I'm staying afloat, but it definitely sucks that I feel like I'm in a position where no matter what I'm upload, even if it's a good video, it's coming from a guy who people think is uncool, or to put it lightly, or whatever, to whatever varying degree of that. So the video is automatic.
I think the thing is like, it's like two things. You know, I really appreciate that I do like a normal business now, and like I have like a life and shit, because like I on one hand I get it, on the other hand it's like you kind of need to put a lot more effort into these other ventures if you want to see results from it, right? Like, it kind of just feels like Bowblax is like half-heartedly attempting to be a gaming channel without looking to see what makes a gaming YouTuber interesting, or doing anything about that, or trying to become like that. It's like Bowblax wants to step away from one community and step into another, but he can't inhabit the body. He can't skinwalk as the other type of person, right? To put it in commentary terms. He doesn't know how to skinwalk as a gaming YouTuber, because he's so in one mindset.
Automatically going to be seen in a negative.
I'm sorry. Do we think any YouTuber is cool? Yeah. Sorry. Hate to break it to you all, but actually, all YouTubers are weird and antisocial and strange. All right.
Or critical lens, regardless of.
I think we should subdivide the younger and older halves of Gen Z. I agree with that in some respects, because I'm like on the old, like nearly an elder Gen Z. And so it's like it's not the same. I know it's not the same.
Good or not, so I'm just kind of waiting.
Josh Strife Hayes is cool. Markiplier's pretty cool. Frederick Knudsen is cool. Okay. Nobody say which YouTuber is cool or not, because I don't want to be here and then some glupshitto in chat is like, actually, that person is giga insane.
Obviously will never stop, but I mean die down to a point where like I could come back with something kind of completely different and new, and people would be open to it and not immediately just think this fucking.
Can we have better non-binary representation than Bowblax and Shmorky? There's other non-binary representation out there. It's just they're not making the kind of content that you watch. That's really it. You know? I've seen like NB YouTubers. Hey man, listen, maybe there's some really long-winded leftist video essayists that are also non-binary.
Guy, yeah.
Actually, FPS Diesel is giga insane. Yeah, I've heard that. FPS Diesel guy is giga insane. We hate that guy, actually. I don't like that guy.
You know. So
I
that
know what
might
you
be
mean,
like
man.
a couple months or what have you, but yeah, I feel like that's pretty much the only option that has been left to me.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to wait out the hate.
Yeah.
You're close friends with Keemstar, right?
No. What kind of statement is that, Char?
No, not really, but
Dude, everybody who it used to be, so with upon the death of the Cabal, and with half of the Cabal being associated with Lolcow now, right? It's like the great exodus, dude. What is this call about? It's their lovemaking, really.
I've been in group chats with him.
Okay.
The fact Bowblax ended before I did is pathetic.
He doesn't have your constitution, Slug.
So let me ask you this about Killer Keemstar.
Killer Keemstar? This guy has been in the game too long to be calling him Killer Keemstar.
Remember when he was getting disliked bomb on each and every single one of his videos?
He just posted through the pain. He was like, I don't care.
Like 8 years ago or some shit.
Yes.
Yeah, and he waited it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just about what the
I gotta be honest. Listen, hot take. I don't really think anybody. I know everybody on the internet says they care about this stuff a lot, and they get online and they get like performatively mad, and then they like rub their hands together and like rub out their fucking energy on the internet of being like frustrated at some random glub shit.
Listen, I think this DPS gasoline guy is kind of sucks.
Now that guy I can't stand. That guy I can't stand. Even worse, the guy who's like LDS petrol. We don't like that guy here. Right? But the point is like, yes, on one hand, I'm of two minds about it, right? So as a viewer, I have come to the point in my life where I know this seems shocking as a drama YouTuber. I actually really don't care. I really don't care, like, about drama, period. It's been a really long time since I've gotten emotional and cared about one. I'll say it if I do, but I really haven't. So as a creator, it's kind of like, okay, I get how like sometimes you can feel impassioned about a thing and you want to go really hard in the paint about it. And then on the viewer's side, I've never watched a drama. Like, my YouTube recommended isn't drama content. I don't watch drama content. I don't know or understand the mechanism by which audiences get riled up into a frenzy and like, you know, dislike bomb a video, for example. I know that groupthink occurs and that people have these strong emotions in the moment. But what if I gathered those people together in real life and then asked them to gauge how they feel about it in person? Because I'd argue they have literally zero opinion of it, right? But then on top of that, I've always wondered what would happen if I had all those people there and then I started reading out those comments they left Keemstar to their face. Like, what would their result be, right? Because the way the social contract works, right, in society, right, is that you don't do those things. You, like, if somebody says, kill yourself, Keemstar, right, like that, and it's a comment, and they blast that out on the internet, or they say something about how they want, like, you know, to destroy blah, 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 right? You get the picture, right? Would they, like, how, I feel like they would be embarrassed if I read that back to them, right? Is it, like, would somebody be unabashedly be like, yeah, I don't care? I'm sure there would be some, but I feel like that would make up the vast minority. I feel like most people would be entirely embarrassed to be in that position, right? And it's just like, as we become a more interconnected society, the easier it is to connect you to your online history. So, like, the idea of just going and saying things like that is insane, right? Like, obviously, I've said insane things on these streams before, and I would stand by many of those things, right?
But I wonder what it would be like to be just a regular person and have that repeated back to you by somebody standing in front of you, right? Or better yet, I somehow convinced Keemstar to do this, right? And Keemstar gets to repeat these comments back to the person in front of their face. I feel like most people would just apologize because they would be embarrassed because they realize that you're actually not supposed to.
Audience has been directed towards by, you know, people who want to make drama content, right? So it's like,
Bowblax.
what has been the talk of the town?
Bowblax.
What the audience is going to focus on at any given moment.
Bowblax,
So
listen,
you know,
listen. Me and you, we're the same, man.
Oh my god, dude, this guy is like a fucking Jar is this fucking manipulative little supervillain, bro.
TBH, your commentary and humor is why I keep coming back. That fact that you're attractive is honestly just A+. Half the time I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, well, you know, it's hard to be this correct and funny and also hot. But, you know, I make it work. New Jubilee video. 20 Keemstar haters versus Keemstar. I can't believe Jar would like poo-poo on a TV show for doing the "you and I are a lot alike" cliche. And Jar is actually doing the "you and I are a lot alike" cliche in real life.
We're both Spurgs, so like unlike everybody else, like I can actually like talk to you, like
dude, like
a normal person.
Sure.
We're the same race.
We're the same race.
White.
Bowblax's uncomfortable laugh there says it all. Dude, if Jar by some magical twist of the cosmos got like a black partner, he would instantly become the most anti-racist person on planet Earth. Or like the giga super empowered racist. There's only one of two ways that goes.
Us whitey's got to stick
Oh my god.
together, man.
For sure.
Justin Arian is crazy. I'd rather be the Kinkster than Justin Arian.
So I hear you're trans or something. You go by they them.
Oh my god. You know, there's like a right. I don't know how you fumble such an easy like dialogue choice right there.
I'm non-binary, yeah.
Okay,
Call
that
me any pronoun you want.
you know I vibe with that. Like
I vibe with that. Jar in the back of his head. Can't stand these NBs.
I got a lot of my best friends are non-binary, but
yeah. Guys, do you dig on the multiverse? Guys, do you dig on non-binary? Some of my best friends are black. I've got many black friends, The black community, they love me. They say lots of good things about me.
you know, I am binary.
I am binary. We know you're a robot. You think in ones and zeros. You know, you're not on the quantum level that Bowblax is, you know?
a robot. We're nothing but binary.
This guy is actually... I said the joke in a more funny way than he did, which is actually phenomenally sad.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Oh my god. Dude, I'm seeing him roll those checks and he keeps getting a fail after fail, dude.
Sure, man.
Did I
The impression gets better every time you do it, and it's scaring me. Joey and I had a shift on Saturday that we were working together, and we were going bar for bar, Trump for Trump, and he was like, you know, me and Charlie, we were great friends. Me and Charlie Kirk, we go way back. Nobody pay attention to that Epstein guy. Hey, by the way, speaking of, guys, don't forget to keep talking about the Epstein files. Kind of interesting how they denied a vote to release the Epstein files just a few hours after Charlie Kirk got shot. I'm not encouraging or saying that there's a conspiracy theory. I just think it's a little interesting that the Epstein files didn't get released right after that happened. Don't get distracted, guys. The elites want you to think that, oh, we're all going to forget about it. No, it's us versus them.
Did you hear about the dream
Sorry, guys. I got a little too woke there.
I had about you?
No.
So I had this dream where
I swear to God, I didn't pre-watch this. I have better things to do in my day.
Nicholas Diorio and Turkey Tom and Augie RFC all contacted me telling me I had to talk to you because I was the only one who could reach you. And I think we jumped into a call together and I said, the difference between you and me is you suffer from autism. I enjoy every minute of it.
This guy is like Reddit. He's like the final boss of Reddit, dude. He's even a robot, like 80% of their users. Have you guys ever seen the channel Flesh Simulator by any chance? I've been binge watching Flesh Simulator's content, and I recently saw the thing he did about Reddit being like a psyop and being filled with like a bunch of people from the Eglin Air Force Base, United States Air Force Cyberspace Division.
You know, from that Sonic short. I'm sure you've seen it.
I don't know if I've seen it, but the quote in general is funny.
Yeah.
But
Don't even get me started on the podcast, okay? One project at a time.
I mean, yeah, I've been in the drama community a lot, so maybe I've had dreams about like drama YouTubers and stuff like that, but that's it's a dream about you needing to like talk to me about what?
I don't know, dude. Like, I'm gonna be real here. The only thing I know about your drama is I saw one clip where Nicholas Diorio said the only consistent thing about you is that how much you love Sonic. Something apparently you got mad at Destiny, and the last thing I know about is like people seem to feel really bad for you. Like they seem to like some people hate you, but others just feel bad for you.
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of ambivalent about Bowblax. Does Diesel dream of electric lolcows? Look, I'm very happy that I've had very minimal dreams about YouTube drama. I'm certain I have, but I don't write down what happens in my dreams unless I can use it for some creative project. So that it just like fades away into the obscurity of my mind, okay?
And I think you use...
That's actually a great point, Falgi. You should buy my coffee. We're getting new coffee soon, okay? It's gonna happen soon. We've been focused on the store, but now that we're in the new spot, if you order, it'll be delivered lickety-split.
An AI voice at one point, and people said you should replace yourself with the AI voice, which I can't imagine is.
Oh yeah, I got completely distracted. Yeah, I'm pretty ambivalent about Bowblax. So my experience with Bowblax as a person is that when the Cabal was kicking and we were all like chilling as homies, Bowblax would occasionally pop in, and he was always blitzed out of his mind, super high. That was like really my only like experience with him. He always kind of seemed a little smug or anything, but none more so than anybody else. And I didn't particularly like care to please his existence, right? I wasn't like seeking his approval as an individual. He just seemed to be like in his own mind, on his own way. And he just didn't really seem interested in getting to know people or anything, you know? What is this?
Never mind. I have a skirt on in this, dude. I forgot I'm woke. Never mind. I have a skirt on in this, dude. I forgot.
See, that's the thing, though. This is like such fetish content for him, dude. This is such fetish content for him. Because I know non-binary people, have known non-binary people. I have a non-binary friend. I have lots of LGBT friends. They love me, the LGBT community. But like, y'all, I know these, but they don't be acting like this, bro. Like, they don't be acting like this. Okay? Like, you acted like you get turned on by showing your bra to your stream. Okay? But affirming all my homegirls out there, they don't be doing that. Okay? They don't do that. It's very much a him thing and not a all of them thing.
A fun thing to hear. And that's all I know. Like, I haven't seen a single full video about it. I've just seen like a clip someone sent me here and there.
He definitely has like there's no look, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy, and I know it's not like the woke take, but he very clearly has some kink component in this, okay? He would not be doing what he did on stream unless there's a kink component to it. 100%. The homegirls, not home thems. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess that's what they're saying. Sorry, I'm like really high. That's generally what people are saying. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like mad at Destiny. I was frustrated with
AGP. Well, it's like I feel it's like the problem is that saying AGP is just like a fucking it's like a turf straw man, right? But he's actually the turf straw man, and it's really fucking infuriating.
The community, and they're like they're kind of forced to kind of talk about certain people a certain way or another way. Like there's like biases or whatever. Like if I went after Keemstar like in any way, they would get mad at me. Or like Destiny was like a really sore topic. Anytime I mentioned Destiny, for some reason it was it was assumed that I was like obsessed with him.
If Jar weren't so closeted, this call would have been not safe for work for YouTube. Well, you see, Lord Rush, this is like one of those webtoons yaoi where all the sexual tension is implied, you know?
Just because I mentioned him, even though I like never really talk about him or think about him. I do kind of find it annoying how like there's clear scenarios.
So did the Bobby call solidify your hatred for Jar? No, my hatred for Jar was solidified the moment he sexually harassed Kat and then tried to walk it back by being funny and then tried to double down by saying Kat was asking for it. That's why. My hatred for him has nothing to do with any of his other like things. Those are just icing on the cake. Every time Jar says something stupid or does something that approves and reaffirms my bad take on him as an individual, I go, yeah, that makes sense why he sexually harassed my friend. Fuck that guy, right? Literally, that's it. That's the only reason I hate him. That is the only reason from this entire time, okay? Everything that revolves around Jar in my head revolves around that singular incident.
Where Destiny is kind of like morally.
Also, Jar is really, I like how Jar is willing to mention Kat, but he'll never mention me or Beckett because he's a chicken shit. He's afraid of men. Okay, listen, man. I know I was decrying and saying that we didn't need to become a violent society. However, if I was in public, I would approach him. And I would be very ghetto and loud.
In the wrong or looking really dubious or whatever. And
well, that aged well. That aged well.
Yeah, and then Nick would like.
I feel like if Jar says enough like internet Reddit speak, that he'll turn into a Funko Pop. I feel like his bones are turning to vinyl throughout the course of this call.
Go out of his way and do like what I saw is like borderline mental gymnastic in order to make it okay for Destiny.
He ran from you in a VC, dude. He's such a bitch.
turn it around on me and said I was obsessed with Destiny because I kind of questioned Nick's logic on a lot of his defenses. So I think he just tried to turn it back on me to make me look bad instead of just owning that maybe his argument wasn't super solid to begin with.
I would reaffirm Jar's opinions on the Latino community if he met me.
Nick isn't very good at admitting when he's wrong.
But he does have a baby face.
Yeah.
Why, dude, Jar always goes back to these really basic, like, little things, right? It's like his articulation can't reach deeper levels, right? It's like when you are in high school and you're trying to decipher the inner meanings of a book you're reading for class, right? He said, "I hate you," and disconnected.
That too, I guess.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, he has such a baby.
I hope Just the Robot goes to VidCon again. I would love to have a chance encounter with a robot. I've always wanted to meet a robot. Those Tesla bots look very interesting.
Face, like he has such a cute little baby face.
Why are you saying it like that? What are you talking about his cute little baby face?
He's probably like lower in testosterone.
Okay, guys. All right. Guys, the Bowblax with the training bra and just the robot made of sticking fucking gristle, okay, are out here physiognomy checking Nicholas the Oreo. Are you kidding me?
Well, to be fair, he's a man of size.
Oh my god, Jar. I'm sorry, but Jar, really? You're built like twigs, bro. You're built like twigs. How about, you know that thing you said to that black chick when you guys went out for like a date and you asked her about the fried chicken? Go say that in the hood. Go say that and see what happens.
And you know that fat cells can actually lower your testosterone levels.
Well, yeah, guys, we know it's a true alpha male right here. True alpha male, just a robot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like but you're doing okay mentally. You're not self-harming or anything, are you?
No.
Dude, this guy is so fucking creepy, dude. I feel bad for Bowblax, if anything. Because Jar is so blatantly trying to, like, manipulate this to build social rapport is, like, insane. Dude, it's all over for people who hate Nick when he gets on the fucking Ozempic, bro.
Okay, that's good to hear. So you been hitting the gym lately? Because sometimes hitting the gym can, like, really let the bad toxins out of your mind.
Yeah, okay. Jar, you better be fucking cut, brother. You better be cut 10 ways to Sunday. Dude, I better see a new picture of Jar, and he better look like fucking Sam Sulik, dude. Okay? I want to see what his stack is, okay? Bro, are you hitting the turkesterone, bro?
Sometime.
He's scaring the hoes, and the hoes are Bowblax.
Like, Bowblax, if me and you lived together, we would be such gym bros.
You are the gayest man ever. This is gay. Would you rather be locked in the room with an incel or a femcel? Can I double it and give it to the next guy?
See, like, I would get you a shirt after like 2 weeks.
Why are you, dude, if you and I lived together, we would be total gym bros. I'd get you a cute little shirt.
Weeks of going to the gym with you, I would get you a shirt that said sex machine on it because you
what is wrong with you, Jar? What are you doing? Are you trying to fuck him, dude?
would be that's what you're gonna be once you
Dude, I can't tell if he's trying to compliment him or get him in bed, dude. Holy shit. Speaking of, I have a shirt that says "Never Goon" and "Don't bully me, I'll come." But where is my sex machine shirt? I'm waiting for my sex machine shirt.
Start like really hitting it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. Ideally, I wouldn't even want to be like super buff. I just want to be overweight. You know, not that I am overweight now. I just don't ever want to get to like overweight, you know, and big. But
Like Nicholas
I don't really
Diorio.
wanna
Dude, this guy, he's got nothing on Nick other than Nick's fat, dude. My criticisms of Nicholas Diorio. He's fat. All right, that ends my list.
get ripped. Yeah, yeah. I'm not super.
Dude, Jar does have some fucking Shakespearean lines, dude. Okay? He's a tragedy. He's a tragedy if we're talking about what genre of play he is, but boy, if he don't got some banger lines, okay? This robot doth protest too much, I say.
Interested in getting like a 6-pack or anything like that.
Well,
Feeder mayhaps? No, he doesn't talk about fat in the way that they would, you know?
yeah, but if you ever do get fat, I'll admit
If you ever do get fat, I'll still love you. Okay, interesting.
something. I one time got to 260 pounds, fattest ever gotten, and got really depressed about it. So I decided to lose the weight the fastest way I could. I drank nothing but water. Didn't eat any.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. All right. So you lost weight by starving yourself and doing a water fast. Okay.
I was in a call with Bowblax earlier today. He said he released this audio because he wanted background audio while playing Silk Song LMFAO.
Yeah, you can tell when someone's a feeder. Yeah, because they'll be like, look, honey, I made this big plate of chicken, and then be like, here you go. Dude, Jar was overweight, and he decided, okay, first of all, Jar is like, I lost weight by the worst way possible. Like, he's talking about hormones and how being fat brings you to having low T. But, like, let's talk about not eating anything. Not eating anything is gonna fuck with your fucking endocrine system so bad, okay? Like, everything. Not only would you lose muscle mass, but you're gonna lose, like, everything. Your brain function is gonna decline. Your muscularity is gonna decline. Your cardiovascular activity is gonna decline. If you just starve yourself and you don't take a proper cut, you are ruining your body in a long-term way that could have detrimental effects that could take forever to recover from, okay? It would be better if you lost weight slower because it would help you be healthier in the long term and keep the weight off. It could help recomposition your body. Yeah, you'd fuck up your metabolism.
Just drink water.
Oh, well, I've never.
See, Bowblax's issue is that he never committed to an OF. He should have called it content gawk and read Twitter versus naked. Really, truly, you know, there was a guy, his name was Bobby Burns. He did something like that, but for movie reviews. Real thing that happened. He did a documentary of Shane Dawson.
Never been over 200 pounds.
How tall are you?
6'1".
Fuck you. Like, fuck you. Like, that's unfair.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
crazy.
1 inch
I'm
taller
really
than
lucky.
you. I'm 1 inch taller than you, and I got heavy. Like, no way, dude. No way. I've seen pictures. No way. You've never been over 200 pounds.
No.
That's not fair. That's not fair. It's probably because I eat sugar.
I have a huge over
I am still sick, chat.
bite, so that like makes my cheeks look fatter than they are potentially. The jawline would decrease because my jaw.
Yeah, I'd love to know where Bobby Burns is now. Oh my god. Dude, I've been thinking about old drama recently a lot. I've been thinking about the Logan Paul, like, Suicide Forest. Feeder words, I don't know, man. Well, like, I guess there's two types of feeders. There's, like, the shaming feeder, and there's, like, the affirming feeder, right? So I guess he could be one of the shaming feeders, but I feel like the affirming feeder is more common, right? I feel like a shaming feeder is like somebody with like a deep mental issue, and then the affirming feeder is someone who just likes fat women or men. I guess in this case, fat, non-binary individuals.
Right, because of overbite.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Dude, this got released because of Silk Song.
it would look like the same as if it was fat creating that effect, except it's not. It's my actual jaw creating that effect, right?
Right.
So that's why I look, because I used to always like make it a point to like, because I can jut out my jaw to make it like aligned.
There's two sides to every kink, so people enjoy getting fat too. That's true. That's true. Some people just want to be fat.
Made it a point to do that in photos, but over time I just gave less of a fuck.
You mean,
So
isn't that called like
don't-
muling? Muling?
Mewing.
Yeah, when you
Mewing. Dude, these guys they're physiognomy checking Nicholas Diorio. They're talking about mewing. We got a couple of incel giga chads in this call right now.
put your tongue on the roof of your mouth to give you a more square jaw look.
I don't know about that. I just have a jaw that's back because I have an overbite, right?
Right.
So, when I have it back, it looks like I have a fat face, even though I don't. Because if you were fat, the fat would envelop.
That's why you gotta, if you live in Europe, get your free braces with your socialized healthcare. It'll fix your face.
The jaw and make it look like it is back, but mine is actually physically back because of the jawline. So that effect is there, but it's not coming from me being fat. So does that make sense?
This is
Yeah,
beginning to
makes
sound a lot
sense.
like Cope.
You don't want to look like Nicholas Diorio and Tip
Dude, oh my god.
or Tipster.
Dude, everybody's gonna fucking be dead once Tipster gets on the Ozempic. I need to get some water, dude. Hold on. I'll, you know what? You can watch my chair. I'll be gone for like 5 seconds. Drink water. Oh, by the way, fun thing I got, okay? Fun thing I got. So I remember how I've been complaining about bugs, right? Because like I'll leave my door open back here and it'll just like leave a big hole to the outside. So I've decided to finally make a difference. This is a bug assault, right? Not sponsored, by the way, but like, hold on, let me show you what happens when I shoot this, right? Well, I can't like point it at anything either. That was pretty loud, right? So a giant puff of like salt just flew across my room. So I've totally just made a mess right now. But if there was a fly in my path, it would have been obliterated instantaneously. Anyway, that's a new toy I got. And I am very tempted to like use it, but I don't know what to use it on right now. Cause stream's gonna get taken down. It's not real. This is a Nerf gun. This is like the equivalent of a Nerf gun. This is not real. This is not real. But yeah, I wanted to show that because that's a business expense, okay? Make no mistake. That is a business expense.
You just have a fat face.
Yeah, I have a fat face because I have an overbite. Yeah.
Baba Booey.
So,
I wasn't even trying to lose weight. Upside down face emoji. I dropped 20 plus pounds in under 3 months because of a sudden appetite loss. I've yet to gain it back. The issues that I have right now are not great, but I have my appetite back and eat a lot.
Well, you know, it's like it's like, you know, on one part, after working so much, I can tell you that I've like lost a shit ton of like both body weight and muscle mass, and you just feel sluggish all the time. One thing, and here's why I wish I had health insurance,
because I don't have that right now. If you could get like to talk to someone that can help like organize a eating schedule for you, or you could get that covered by your insurance, it would make a world of difference, because that like helped me a lot when I had like a really bad relationship with food. And now I can tell you that I could really use that, because I'll go hours without eating and then I'll like eat way too much and I just feel like shit, and it's just been a mix of just terrible. I need to find better work-life balance, but that's a me problem.
When it comes to like Nicholas Tipster, like I've also seen, like, I haven't watched any of them, I just seen the thumbnails, like people calling you like a bully to Tipster, and I'm just like, I kind of find that ironic with how much people are coming after you, like everybody making a video on you and then calling you the bully. I've always rolled my eyes at that, but like, oh, what's this about?
I don't really have a take on any of that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, I think Tipster, I don't really even have an opinion on that. Who gives a shit about any of that shit?
About you bullying Tipster.
Well, we did Tipster bully streams, and they were called Tipster bully streams, and they were mostly sarcastic in nature. Obviously, there was a Tipster.
Well, I don't even think there wasn't even enough there to like make streams on Tipster. Like, you were trying to farm content from nothing, dude.
That happened initially and then there was like the other one with the Vosh and Keffels thing, and that was kind of like more coverage that I would have done regardless. But the bully streams,
I'm trying to get like, I've gotten like a little chunky, and I've also gotten really thin. Like, my muscle mass has deteriorated quite a bit because I've been just not working out. Today was my first day back in the gym in a long time. Like, literally, like, this is the first like workout in like a month. So I'm definitely over a month. So I'm definitely feeling it. But between that and then like eating like doo-doo poo-poo, I'm going to try and get to bed early today so I can hit the gym again tomorrow. And also, for my Peloton heads out there, I've fallen off the bike and I need to get back on it.
Any segments,
metaphorically, not literally,
in my streams where I would go to like a Tipster video that's just like random, you know, like him playing Resident Evil or something, and I would just, it would be a chat.
Yeah, and now it's just the same way for you. Now Bowblax is where Tipster is. You know, this is like literally the endless cycle. Okay, this is Samsarma, dude. You're in that cycle.
Challenge to nitpick it as much as possible and bully as much as possible to like the nth degree, to like, you know, and that was kind
so
of.
I would bully him. You're saying I was sarcastic, but I bully him. Just say you bullied him.
Like the joke, and everyone, you know, a lot of people took part in it. Not a lot. I mean, 100 people watched the stream, maybe like 1,000 people watched the VODs. It's a very small community, but I mean, that's kind of what we were doing. And I feel like a lot of the backlash now is from people who didn't even watch the streams, just saw the titles and the thumbnails that were over the top on purpose, and assume that the sarcasm was real, and now they're
but Bowblax making.
I gotta be honest, I feel like some of these motherfuckers say that they're being sarcastic when they just hate something. Like, I've met people in my life who are like, I'm just being sarcastic, I'm just making a joke. But like, you know that they're just 100% like, they would go bar for bar on this if they had any conviction. Okay.
Making jokes is illegal now, didn't you know?
Yeah, I know. Charlie Kirk, you just got shot for asking a few questions. Did you know, guys, if the entire country of Venezuela and Mexico invaded America, they would still be outnumbered by the amount of white people that live here? But, you know, great replacement theory is just asking questions.
I suppose. Everyone gets canceled. It's just like, you can't.
Oh, yeah. Like, I knew way in advance that I would get canceled, but like...
This guy is such a fucking moron.
Like, holy fuck, did mine blow up faster than I expected. I remember it.
Yeah, like, whether or not they're joking depends on, your reaction type of people. Well, it's like that, or either, I mean, yes, but also like non-confrontational people that want to get away with being a dick, but not like standing up for their shitty behavior.
I knew it was about to happen because you got canceled, and I was like, oh, fuck. There
Yeah. What? They're coming for the autistics?
goes the last guy more retarded than me.
Oh my god. All right. Look, I don't want to play the fucking autism tier game here, but I think Bowblax is a bit more socially cogent than you, Jar. Which is saying something.
Oh, I get. Okay. Damn.
But yeah, yours, like, sometimes I feel like yours blew up too much, even though don't really know what happened.
Yeah, Jar says
I
it, but he
just
clearly
know,
didn't
like,
believe it.
apparently even, like, Ethan H3 even talked about you, and I think he was, like, misgendering you or something.
He wasn't. But they were having a debate about, like...
What is the point of this call? Jar, are you sitting here trying to grill Bowblax for, like, sympathy points? What's going on?
Which pronouns I actually prefer.
Yeah, I watched a few chunks of those Bully Tipster streams.
Celebrates 4 months of membership. This is a weird first date, huh?
I don't want to stand. I don't want to stand on it and say that I remember having conversations like this, but I definitely do feel. I definitely kind of semi-recall conversations with the high Bowblax about how much he disliked Tipster. So take that for what you will. I obviously can't remember it, and it's not like I have recordings, but it's something I feel like I've had that conversation occur. But yeah, it was 100% like serious, but then only saying it's sarcasm when it benefits him.
If it was any or whatever, and it was just kind of an argument with the chat that stemmed from the topic of me. Yeah, he talks about me on my show sometimes. Been the case for years, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, look at the bright side. At least you're not, what's his face? At least you're not Destiny right now. You kind of...
Oh my god, I think you guys actually need to go touch some fucking grass. You know, guys, I walked down the street yesterday and I saw the leaves were changing color, and there's this beautiful breeze that washes over my skin as these, you know, as these fall bugs make their final explorations before they pass on for the year, you know. And there's a beautiful quietness in that simplistic joy of standing underneath the crisp fall sun as it beats down and it shows you that you are alive. And there's such beauty in that. And the world is so slow in that moment. A moment that you can really get lost in. So anyway, Destiny.
Like, kind of started with... I feel like it started with you and Destiny or something.
I think a lot of people hate other people because of aspects of themselves that they see in people they hate. Interesting. All those people who hate gay people is a little bit gay themselves. But yes, also true.
Thing along those lines, and now, like, Destiny is getting chewed alive a lot more than you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's very clear that he was, like, an immoral person.
What? Oh, come on. Moral
years
people
in so
send
many
revenge
ways.
porn. Moral people send revenge
What are you talking about? What kind of statement is that?
porn. Put that on a shirt. That's...
What are you talking about? What? Oh, they're talking about Destiny. Sorry, I already moved on. I was mentally just completely clocked out from that. I was back on the sidewalk and enjoying the crisp fall breeze.
That's my new merch.
Even before stuff like that.
Dude, if you printed out a shirt that said moral people send revenge porn, I'd be like, you're schizophrenic and need help.
Like, it's very clear how he goes about treating women and that he wants to have sex with, and specifically, and all of his behavior. It's just not surprising to me. I don't know why there's this whole, like, well, I do know why, because there is something, like, definitive that you can, like, say that's, like, really clear and not, like, vibes from, like, various other things or what have you, but I don't know what people shouldn't be, like, surprised, like, oh my god, I thought Destiny was the greatest and now there's a 180. Like, that's anyone who's doing that's fake for sure.
I mean, yeah, they're kind of fake.
Dude, these guys dude, Jar, oh my god.
Like, everybody is a terrible person.
Dude, this is like, how does Jar have a girlfriend? Is she? I know Beckett says he's seen her, but I refuse to believe that she isn't like some fucking high-end escort he's been paying.
Everybody looks past other terrible people's terrible actions, and like a lot of people knew
Charlie
what
Kirk.
Destiny was doing, and they just kept their mouth shut about it. And you seem like you thought there was something sus going on. You just didn't have the evidence for it.
Dude, who the fuck was saying that Destiny wasn't like some sexual not even like deviant, but like sexually promiscuous? Like was anybody shocked or surprised? I certainly wasn't like shocked or surprised when it happened.
And
I remember like I would watch Destiny and then fully expecting like this guy fucks. That'll come around one day.
you weren't trying to accuse him of anything. You were just kind of suspicious. So when it came out, you weren't surprised. That's what you're saying, right?
No.
I'm not accusing Destiny of anything. I'm just asking questions.
No, not really. I'm saying that he just has done behavior, not that shows that he did revenge porn or whatever, but that he has the moral character of someone who would do that. Not.
I don't even think people would. I don't even think anybody in commentary is qualified enough to be able to say that. I don't think there's enough sex havers in this community, okay? There's not enough. There's like, I mean, Beckett fucks. We talk. I know he fucks. I guess I'm outing Beckett as a whore, but like, Fauci fucks. Diesel, tell me why I really want Borderlands 4. It's calling to me. You don't want that. You don't want to buy that. You don't want to buy that. You don't want it.
That I had proof that he would do that.
Oh, no.
The type of person who would, you know?
No. I'm not saying you did have the proof. You just had a feeling, and you never acted upon your suspicious feelings because you didn't have the proof. And now that there is proof, your reaction isn't, oh, I always knew. Your reaction is, it's not a surprise.
I've always been vocal about how I thought Destiny was like a weirdo. Mainly because he proudly platformed like someone who was openly pedophilic and trying to normalize
Mr. Girl or Mr. Grill or something.
Mr. Girl, yeah.
Who names himself Mr.
I don't know enough lore to have a take on this.
Girl? Like, that's a pedophile name, right? If I've ever heard one.
I suppose. I mean,
Bowblax is trying so hard to be normal in this, which is really funny.
that's what.
Hey, who's your favorite pedophile?
Oh my god. Well, since he asked, Jeffrey Epstein. Anyway, guys, did you know that they blocked the vote to release the Epstein files? By the way, I went through and I read through Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book for his 50th birthday. Okay? I read through it. And there's just like letters from people being like, Jeffrey, I remember when we held a girl at knife point and we told her to take her top off. We were just funny guys, right? Oh, just funny guys how we would have sex in public and then we'd make those girls watch. It's like, okay. God. It's really bad, the Jeffrey Epstein book, by the way, guys, if you haven't looked through it. It's like open. It was released. You could read through all the letters. You could see the Trump letter, dude. You can read them all. You can see all those creepy drawings. Dude, there is a picture of Jeffrey Epstein with African warlords in that book, okay? You're telling me this guy wasn't an intelligence asset? I'm sorry. I don't want to be conspiratorial. I do. That guy was an intelligence asset. 100%. There's no fucking way, okay? Did you know that Bill and Melinda Gates filed for divorce right after Jeffrey Epstein died? And Bill Gates had an affair with a Russian spy. He was when he knew Jeffrey Epstein. It's almost like Jeffrey Epstein had blackmail on Bill Gates.
EDP.
Yeah, bro, they found his Spotify account. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein's Spotify account was like Tiesto, 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 which honestly is a huge red flag, okay? I don't know how anybody could listen to that much Tiesto and not blow their brains out. Well, maybe that, maybe that tells you something. Maybe he did kill himself.
Mine too. Did you hear the Eagles won today?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl.
Cool.
Yeah. I actually am planning to take my roommate loves EDP, and I'm planning
Geopolitics, Andy. That's me.
to take him to the EDP memorial.
Is
The
he
EDP
dead?
memorial? Are you kidding me?
No. It's the area he got exposed. You can look it up on Google Maps. EDP memorial. It takes you to where EDP got caught.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I think actually that Jar has the mental faculties of a 15-year-old Redditor.
Smoke some EDP. No, not EDP. We're gonna smoke some 445.
They're gonna smoke some PCP at the EDP memorial.
When we get there.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I'm obsessed with the EDP. Like the cupcake line. And I'm gonna be honest here.
I'm sorry. There's something inherently in the same way that Sonic the Hedgehog attracts a large autistic community. The EDP cupcake joke also attracts a largely autistic, stupid community.
I think there was a way. Now it's too late, but there was a way that EDP could have gotten out of it. You want?
Are you fucking? Why are you even, guys? There was a way. I'm sorry. I'm doing Godwin's Law here. There's a way that Hitler could have gotten out of it. Oh my God. I'm so gonna, to be clear, YouTube, that was a joke. That was a joke, YouTube. That was a joke. That was a joke.
I hear it.
Sure.
Okay. Just pretend to be the post.
I forgot that I got a fucking community guideline strike for making a joke like that.
Pictures and say that you have screenshots of me talking to the 13-year-old girl.
No, I'm not gonna roleplay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna. Hey, let's just role play where I play EDP and you play the child I groomed.
Okay, I'll just do it. They could have came up to him and he could have been like, "Oh,
Bowblax is very clearly signing that I don't want to have this conversation." See you in a week, Diesel. Time to stream on Twitch. I would literally just take another week break.
how are those pictures of my shit?" Because like it almost seemed like he was like knew they were grown men sending, like, what kind of guy hits on a girl by sending her a picture of his shit? Like, if I was the post.
Oh my God. I don't think you're in any position to be saying what qualifies as good game, okay? Imagine taking fucking game tips from fucking Just a Robot.
Poachers, I would have saw that picture of his shit and been like, he's on to us. He knows, like, we're not actually a 13-year-old girl. We're just trying to pull an op on him. It's over, guys. He knows.
Well, pedophiles are stupid.
Well, everybody
There's,
think.
like, it is just types of pedophile. It's like the difference between like a serial killer and like someone who's
Imagine doing some retail or some shit and this guy's your coworker. If dude, and fucking HR is spinning, dude.
just like gonna rage out and like kill someone like super spontaneously, right?
Yeah, it's like
there's, like the dumbs and the smarts.
yeah, like
in that
Epstein.
category.
Epstein was the smart. Like,
Oh my God. Guys, new idea for a power scaling video. I know we were doing completely ridiculous world power scaling, but I've got a new one for you. Hear me out. I think this one has potential. Pedophile power scaling. PPS. I think the PPS community has a lot of room to grow. I can't.
Yeah, there's the Epsteins and the EDPs, you know.
Yeah, you got your Epsteins and your EDP. Yeah. So what did you hear about my drama? If you
This guy, dude, Jar is like, he, yeah.
don't mind me asking.
Something about you supporting someone who had CP or something like that.
No, they didn't have CP. They were doing fucked shit. I won't lie, they were doing fuck shit, and I should have never made that defense video of them. I just was too focused on if they were a groomer or not, and I thought they were getting over punished for my perceivedness of them not being a groomer. But they basically sent a animated censored rape comic to a 14-year-old.
They sent a rape comic to a 14-year-old. End of conversation. Okay.
And like later I found out, like this wasn't until later, but I later found out they were actually getting the 14-year-old to read it out, but in calls and shit. But as far as I know, they didn't have any interest in the 14-year-old. They just had like no filter on who they talked to and shit. And like
strange bedfellows, huh, Jar?
so someone did point this out to me. Whether they're a
Watch how
pedophile
he
or
lies.
not, whether they're a groomer or not,
Yeah.
what they did is just so...
But like, who's fucking surprised? I know this call is old, but like, are we really fucking surprised, guys?
over the line that you should have never made this video in defense of them.
Semantics, Andy.
I agree with that, but like the main thing that made this blow up is she decided to leak our DMs day one. I defended her where I said things like, want to see my cock, and then I sent a picture of a chicken.
Oh wait, that's about is this about Cat? Yeah, this is about Cat.
Video in defense of them, and like I agree with that, but like the main thing that made this blow up is she decided to leak our DMs day one. I defended her where I said things like, want to see my cock, and then I sent a picture of a chicken, then she sent me a picture of her cat, and I went, nice pussy. So people...
Wait, he's actually conflating Cat and Cinny Bear? Are you kidding me? Why is he putting the two stories together? He's combining them together. Bro, you lived this experience. It just happened. Are you actually mixing this up, bro? You were actually so cooked. Holy shit.
Put the simp allegations on me, and I was blown away. It was like, bitch, I was like your best hope of getting out of your...
Dude, he actually combined Cat and Cinny Bear into one thing, dude. Holy shit. He lies as he breathes, Chad. He lies as he breathes.
Fucking not getting fucking canceled, and you pulled this shit. What the hell?
Well, yeah, I mean, if someone were to do that, they would probably...
I can't say that on stream. I'm trying to be more conscious of breaking the community guidelines, but it's stopping me from clip farming, dude. I'm trying to clip farm, okay, and YouTube terms of service are rage baiting me, and I can't clip farm.
Not stay loyal even if you're defending. They seem very self-destructive if they're... Well, I mean, what the fuck? How? So you knew that he was doing the picture thing with the girl, but you're like, oh, it could potentially not mean it's sexual. It just means he does it with anybody regardless.
No.
I'm not trying to be conscious for Jar. I'm trying to be conscious for my money.
No. It was a she. It was a she.
It was a she. She's passed on.
It wasn't
now.
a he. It was a she, and she was straight.
Not a Mr. Man she though.
And it was a censored.
Mr. YouTube said you had to play nice. Well, you know, what I was going to say was pretty bad, so it was probably a good thing that I stopped myself.
It's censored porn, but still porn nonetheless. And I thought, and they were like going on for 6 months, and there's like no, like, there was like no escalation, just like chatting about this one thing. Like no pictures exchanged between them and the other person, no nothing like that. Just animated, censored rape porn comic.
Well, it's about the environment the adult is fostering with the kid, not like
exactly. You're
necessarily super technical things like, oh, was it technically an image or of not or whatever.
I was retarded. And I took the video down and like less than 2 days because I realized my mistake.
Yeah, well, people make mistakes, and that's fine.
Yeah, like
Just, like realize it and move on. But the thing is, other people don't want to move on, especially if it's like profitable for them to make videos.
Oh, absolutely.
Where they linger, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But hey, I was the one who made the fucking mistake. I gotta live with it. What I did was stupid. It was retarded. I knew there was a chance that this would go super wrong for me, but there was like, if there was, I just felt like, you know, I don't think this is grooming. And if it's not grooming, I should call it out as not grooming. Like, because even if there was a 1% chance that they were not innocent, but not like a full-on groomer, that the right thing to do would have been to, you know, risk my reputation to help them. And yep, that blew up in my face, and I just realized, you know, I'm not the best person to talk about this topic. I'll let other people handle this shit.
Yeah, if you're asked,
Jar wants to beg Bowblax. This is the truth. There's definitely an obscene sexual tension. You know, there's something inherently erotic about their discourse in this call. Okay, he wants the Bobussy is insane. Yeah, there's no way around it. I think he's just like, he's more chronically horny than me, bro. Holy shit.
Question if it's like borderline grooming or groomy, then it's grooming. Like people are a lot, or younger people are a lot.
Char wants to see if Bowblax blows backs.
More.
I have a clip to show you. It's related. What is about to happen?
They're influent.
If you show me that same fucking clip I played earlier in the stream where Bowblax flashes the camera, just know that I've already played it for the stream. Watch it be that. Watch it be that. It is that. It is literally that exact clip. Bro, send me the same clip.
Never mind. Never skirt on
Bro,
this, dude.
Dude, Chris, you got beaten, dude. Oh, that's funny.
Just by older people around them, right? So it's like just the environment you're fostering. And
Oh, I know.
Grooms them to either be, and grooming can even be like, it doesn't even have to be like used only in the like term of pedophilia. It could also be used for like, you've been groomed in a Christian household to go to church every Sunday, and like.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's bad or good. I'm just saying that.
I know. I get what you're saying. I made a whole video.
Like you're groomed to have.
I made a whole video on it. I'm an expert in grooming, except this one time where I wasn't.
Cereal every morning for breakfast.
Okay, well, I made a video. I made an April Fool's video called "My Experience Being a Child Groomer," and the punchline is I'm talking about like cutting kids' hair.
Yeah. But when you say it, it sounds weird.
Like dog grooming, but like child grooming.
Yeah, okay, because that's what we call people who do kids' hair. Yeah. Yeah, they're not hairstylists. They're child groomers. Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a completely different.
This guy's like, I gotta bang a joke. I'm gonna repeat it for Bowblax, and Bowblax doesn't laugh at all.
Different, yeah, it's a completely separate term.
Yeah. The problem I have is when you hear the word grooming, where does your mind go? Like,
by the way, we all know who did this thumbnail, bro. This fucking cat. You can see her signature.
So I know this might come as a shock to a lot of you, but I, just a robot, used to be a groomer.
Dude, I hate the editing in these videos. I think it's fucking terrible, and I hate every moment of it, dude. Holy shit.
Of course, eventually I stopped because I just couldn't handle keeping the kids in the seats and watching them cry so much. But how did I become a groomer in the first place? Well, just like most groomers, it started when I was groomed myself. When I was just a mere child being groomed for the first time, my eyes were just full of tears. I couldn't really handle the traumatic experience all too well. But as I got older and could look back on my experience as a child, I realized someone had to do it. And I also thought, hey, there's probably a lot of money in grooming. So of course, I took a few classes in grooming, but I didn't want to just be any groomer. I wanted to be the best groomer. The groomer who would go down in history. At first I was grooming animals, but eventually I moved on to grooming humans, and they progressively got younger. I was a madman when
They progressively got younger.
it came to grooming. I groomed adults, young adults, teens, preteens, but then I knew the biggest challenge was grooming kids. And yes, I understand that preteens are kids, but when I say kids, I mean little kids, like the one
The Genshin Impact is fucking just making this diabolical, dude.
who only have a single digit in their age. The type who will cry, bite, and squirm as you try to groom them. I decided I didn't want to just work for any grooming company. I wanted to be a
He's not even like, the joke is like even done poorly because he's like you can't just like say the joke like like the joke was working until you put Pedo Bear in it.
self-made groomer. Run my own grooming business. Luckily, I was able to buy a windowless van for the cheap, and I put a slogan on it. The younger, the better.
I like this. This is
so fucking cringe, dude. Holy shit. This is so dude, it's like, guys, it's okay to get old. It's okay to get old. It's okay to move on. To let the past be in the past. Enjoy the things that existed and enjoy the present for what it is now. Okay? It was funny when iDub said N-word F-slur like 6 years ago. Okay? But it's not okay now. I mean, it wasn't okay then, and that was kind of the point of it, but like, you know, like, we'll leave it then. That was a different time.
cute. I want this inside of me.
At first, I was having a lot of difficulty finding any customers, but luckily one of my friends
This
gave
joke
me
is too long. Yeah, I could have taken it at like 2 minutes and that was
some
it.
very good advice. The best place for grooming kids was on Discord, so I knew that was the best way I could get the name of my business out there. And the advice I was given really worked out. Before I knew it, kids from all over the globe joined my Discord, all being desperate to get groomed. Unfortunately, they were from all over the world, and my van takes up a lot of gas, so I wasn't really willing to travel too far to groom a child. But luckily, there was a child who lived pretty close to me, who said they were willing to get groomed. I told them they got me really excited, and I was going to head over there as soon as I could. It took me a while to find the address. Keep in mind, this was back in the day before GPS. Eventually, I found the house and went
This
up
was
to the door
2022. It is edited like it's from 2016, which is crazy.
and rang the doorbell. The child greeted me, saying that their parents were out for the night. I showed them my bag and told them I had all my tools ready, and I was very excited to do this. They told me to wait for them in the kitchen, which I thought was pretty smart of the young little kid. After all, grooming does make a huge mess, and
Dude,
it's a lot
you can, no. Okay, real talk though. I see this clip referred to all the time when
Part of the young
when you
little
like
kid.
come, like oh when she's sucking and you nut but she keeps sucking meme type thing, right? But like, what is actually exploding from that guy's bottle? What is actually exploding from that? Because it's obviously not cum. Okay, but I've never known, so I'm polling the chat.
After all, grooming does make a huge mess, and it's a lot easier to clean a kitchen floor than, you know,
Is it
carpet
like soap?
or something. But to my surprise, some other guy came into the kitchen. Maybe they were the kid's uncle or babysitter or something. They went by Chris Hansen or some other name like that. They asked me to take a seat, and I told them that's not how this works. They have to take a seat. If I take a seat, I can't groom to my fullest potential. They kept on demanding that I take a seat over and over again. Eventually, I finally asked them, "Do you want me to groom the child or not?" He screamed no at me, to which I said, "All right, good day, sir. Thanks for wasting my time and gas." The nerve of some people, am I right? I just realized this story makes no sense because somehow Chris Hansen's show is still a thing. GPS isn't a thing, but yet I still somehow can use Discord. But eventually,
It's a joke.
I got my
My vote is pressurized soap, chemical reaction. Oh, elephant's toothpaste. Elephant's toothpaste sounds the most reasonable.
first customer.
This is a man in his early 30s, by the way. Dude, it's just like... Just get old, dude. It's okay.
Mother desperately wanted her child to be groomed. Many people before me have tried to groom this kid. Some of them were even the best groomers in the state. So I knew
Lion Maker's just a groomer.
this was my time to shine. I told the kid's mother that no matter what happens, I will do everything in my power to groom their child. I held the kid down and started working my magic. Every time they tried to bite me, I would push them down further on my stool. I was starting to get hot, sweaty, and exhausted, but I knew I could outlast this kid. I told the kid that I was going to do this until completion, but if they
The joke is that I'm fucking a child. Okay, buddy. All right. All right, man. We gotta cool it down. The base department called. You're fucking fired.
were good from here on out, I would give them some candy at the end. And surprisingly, that worked. I gave the kid a lollipop to suck on while I finished up the grooming. From that day onward,
This is actually just foul, dude. Holy shit.
I decided to add another slogan to my van, and that slogan was, free candy. My business started booming after that. I was grooming kids left and right. Eventually, even the newspaper started talking about me. But unfortunately, my business didn't take off as much as I thought it would. And there are better child groomers out there than, well, me. So eventually I shut down my business and sold my van to some guy, I think his name was EDP or something.
Dude, I think you are actually like, why are this guy is just so fucked.
Like that. But that's not the only thing that made me stop being a child groomer. Having to deal with all the upset parents after their children start crying really weighs on your mental health after a while. So would I recommend becoming a child groomer? Well, if you have the stomach for it, certainly. And after all, someone gotta groom those kids. After all, we don't want—
Bro can't even double meaning right. The point of a double meaning is it sounds innocent. It sounds like he's diddling kids.
the world to be full of children who have long, messy hair, now do we?
You just got pranked.
How long is this video? Yeah, 6 minutes is kind of fucking pushing it, even for my mental.
EDP 445
Cookie,
Cosmodor.
have some good morning sex.
God.
Smiley face emoji.
Thank you. I really needed that good morning sex.
That's immediately where your mind goes, and it's whatever, man. Like, I took the L on that drama. I'm just not going to talk about, like, if I am going to talk about it, I'm not going to defend someone who did fuck shit. I just have a soft spot for people. Like, yeah, I even have a soft spot for you for what you're going through. Like, it's shitty, man.
Oh my god, you're such a manipulative shit.
Yes, I mean, when you describe what happened with you, I really don't think I've done anything quite comparable to that.
Oh, no. I actually...
You and I are not alike, says Bowblax. Dude, this is like fucking Endgame, dude.
I think what I did was worse. I just think what you did... Like, I think I did the worst thing. You just did more small things.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. What I did was so stupid, incredibly retarded. But, like, hey, I'm not going to defend someone like fucking Vosh for having, like, fucking lollies and horses and then saying I was imagining myself as the horse.
Yeah, I mean...
I think the fart guy is not one to be throwing stones, huh?
You seem to come around in 2 days. Tipster has only come around on the Vosh thing in a year, so... He got like 300 plus days.
Jar hasn't come around at all, actually. It's even funnier because this call is old and he still hasn't come around.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. You shouldn't defend, like, someone gave me this advice. Don't defend someone who can't defend themselves because you're just going to get covered. You're just going to be brought down into the water with them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, good advice.
Yeah. There's some other smaller stuff, but The other stuff is just small potatoes compared to the main thing. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of small potato stuff about you.
Small potatoes. I've never heard that phrase before.
Hello?
Dude, I don't like it when you smack your lips.
Yeah, sorry. I was in my kitchen getting something. I thought you were gonna talk longer.
Oh, it's fine. You want me to continue?
I'm a bit parched.
Oh.
Yeah, continue talking and I'll come back. I'm listening though.
Yeah.
I just can't reply.
Yeah, I think the other thing that the main thing people are mad at me for is oversharing, and I do have a bad problem with that. I'm sure you have a problem with that. Like,
oh my god, dude. He's like, Bowblax, you and I are a lot alike. Bowblax, you and I are a lot alike. Bowblax, you and I are a lot alike.
It's an autistic thing. But, you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Sometimes, how does that saying go? Any publicity is good publicity. What I'm going through is shitty, but what you're going through is also shitty. What Keemstar went through is shitty. What Vaush went through was absolutely deserved.
I like how this guy likes to pick and choose, dude. I can't wait to see what landmines he steps on.
Like, Vaush is someone I don't have pity for. Like, I mainly don't feel pity for him because it's like, you didn't even get exposed. Like, you did this to yourself. Who does something that stupid? And
I will say, it was kind of fucking insane that Vosh put his fucking stuff on his desktop. Like, what? Wait for it.
And when he came to his defense, he said he was imagining himself being the fucking horse. Bro, say you were imagining yourself.
Wait a second, that is not what Vosh said, by the way.
Being the fucking lolly. That would have been way less bad.
What do you mean? Listen, man. Gun to my head. If I had to choose between being a small molested child and the horse doing the molesting, I would choose the child being molested. Okay, buddy.
Yeah. The oversharing thing is definitely an autistic trait, and it comes from the need to correct people on what we mean, because very often what we mean to say doesn't come across perfectly in translation to other people, so we overcorrect, and then when we overcorrect, we overshare.
Yeah.
And then that can be exploited, right?
Dude, it's like Bowblax is a therapist right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, one thing I said was, I told this story about how I was by myself at the pool and this family showed up and...
Oh my god. We cannot be doing this again.
There was this, like, young girl in a, like, very small bikini with the family. And I was like, oh, single guy, I know where this is going.
Why does your mind even go there, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's where your mentality goes. Are you like mean mugging the child as they pass by? You're like what is going on?
Family gets in the pool. Small percentage chance that I get looked at as a creep. And I thought, you know, my swim is...
Dude, I'm sorry, but the reason you'd get looked at like a creep jar is because you have your weird, like, 1,000-yard stare attached to your body, okay? And you're 30, and you're wearing one of those, like, dinosaur swim shirts at the pool, and that's really strange for a man of your age.
It's almost done. I'm kind of high, so I'm a little bit paranoid. I'm just...
What are you on? What's your drug of choice? We know that Bowblax is smoking a good kush, but what are you on?
Gonna go home, and people twisted that into me saying
this is a really good, like, if it is weed, this is a really good excuse to not start, dude.
I just couldn't control myself around.
He's doing the flight reaction, mouth open, tongue out, shaking his head. He's doing the guy in that thumbnail where he's like, Zam! Is that Flight? No, that's not Flight, that's another guy. He's like
18-year-old, and I might have done something if I stayed there. And I was like, oh, what?
Jar likes uppers. It's the coke paranoia. Can we really say that he still affords coke? Because coke is really expensive these days.
The fuck?
You really think he's not wearing a Superman or Batman rash guard, boss? Because I'm sure of that.
Yeah, you can't, because people will, if they can, they'll dull the nuance of an argument in order to make it look like they're more in the right or their agenda or whatever. Like they're looking for reasons and ways to hate you rather than naturally coming up with one. Or maybe one naturally came up earlier and then they do that to like justify other critiques that are less, that maybe they wouldn't have made if they didn't already, dislike you, right?
Right. Yeah.
So this confirms the jar statement about the pool story only being hypothetical is a lie. Yeah, I mean, honestly, are you guys surprised? Dude. He's getting the illegal red 40 that RFK is banned.
Everybody makes mistakes. You just gotta live with the mistakes you make and move on with your life and, do better. Be a better person. Maybe get back at the people talking shit about you. Maybe you luck out like you did with Destiny. You just didn't do anything in Destiny.
I think you, unironically, are so chronically online, it's kind of terrifying. I honestly, these days, like, I clicked onto Twitter, and I, like, scrolled through it, and it was just, like, the most outrageous shit ever. Okay? And everybody was mad. And I'm just like, damn, I used to be on this like fucking 4 hours a day.
How did he get exposed again? Like, didn't like someone, like, not one of the girls exposed him, like someone hacked one of the girls and through that hack they exposed him or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see it as like me being lucky. Number one, because it was horrible what happened.
Yeah, because Jar only sees things in ways that how it would affect him personally. So him saying like, you got lucky, he can't view it through the lens of empathy from other people.
Also, because like it's like expected. Like I'm not.
How much of this is there? Like 9 minutes. I am starting to get to the point where I'm like, I think I'm done.
Okay. I think something got lost in translation there. I'm not saying him being a shitty person makes you lucky.
What will happen if he conjures Scarlet Ghost and convinces him to be Batman to his Superman? Dude, I'm so fucking... Dude, Scarlet had like a 3-hour video and it came out like right after the Google Doc came out. And it was just like, who gives a shit what you have to say, dude? Like, you're a fucking freak.
I'm saying what makes you lucky is that he got exposed as a shitty person.
It was also completely incomprehensible, by the way.
Like, right after your bull.
And also, I know you watch every stream, dude. Get a job.
Bullshit happened. Like, it was like 4 months apart. Yeah, I'm not... Like, dude, I'm gonna be real here. I really... If I'm in a drama with some dude, and it's revealed he fucking... did something horrible to a group of very young people, my reaction isn't, haha, I knew it, or I'm lucky. Yeah, obviously my reaction is, oh my god, like, that's terrible. Like, I never wish for my opponents to be terrible people, because...
Really? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about... There isn't some dark part of your soul that's rubbing your hands together waiting for the one moment that your worst enemy fucks up? Because I know in my heart of hearts, there's a part of my soul that has that too, okay?
Means there's, like, more terrible things going on in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I took it a little too literally.
Hey, no, it's probably my fault for not explaining it well enough. I mean, at least we can have this conversation.
Mishi did a great job with this.
We're both autistic, so we can...
She makes them look so loving, honestly.
Like, take a step back and
I'll ask Mishi for us who tops and who bottoms. Hold on, let me DM her. Mishi, who tops and who bottoms in the jar Bowblax art you did? There we go. I think she's asleep.
Explain things in more detail.
She might answer. She's got like demon sleep schedule.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, are you actually really...
Dude, that's a condom right there, and that condom is definitely filled with cum. Okay.
Into Sonic?
Yes.
How into Sonic? Because I'm gonna be real here. I've seen every episode of every Sonic show except for Boom.
I I haven't
Damn, this guy's like, I watch a lot of cartoon.
seen every episode of it.
Dude, he's trying to like tone match. He's trying to like meet Bowblax where he's at with his like
Sonic. I haven't seen any Sonic show
Ugh, I'm dying.
or Sonic X.
Yeah,
I'm not really like it. Yeah, the shows like they're fine, but I'm really more into the video.
My mom keeps playing a video on Charlie Kirk's shooter on loop on TikTok. It's very clearly rightoid propaganda. How do I make her stop? Tell her that this is actually the elites trying to make us stop thinking about the Epstein files. And then keep saying that.
Video games, right?
Yeah, when I was 10 or 11, I watched Sonic Sat AM, that Sonic the Hedgehog, and then Sonic X, Sonic Undergrounds, and then I got into Dragon Ball.
Sonic Underground was terrible, okay? Sorry, guys, it's true.
And then, like, years and years later, I watched that one Sonic, I don't know what it's called, Sonic Rush or something. The one on Netflix where he goes to alternate dimensions. It was fun to listen to in the background while I don't know. By the way, so you're high right now, right?
Yeah.
Any particular brand you're smoking, or you don't know?
I know when I buy it, but then I like it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the common ones. Like I was like sorted in the like cart by popularity.
Have you tried Skywalker?
Dude, this is so cringe. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Here's the biggest hurdle when it comes to like bud, dude. Okay? The biggest hurdle with bud is like the social component attached to it, right? And the names. Because everybody who's like a big like fan of the ganj, okay? They're always like almost outrageously like justifying of it at every turn as if it's like some transcendental experience, okay? That it just like materially changes everything about everything. And it's really annoying, okay? But the thing that puts me off the most is that the names are really cringe, okay? And I was told that the names there's a reason for them. But like, I'm sorry, but if you hand me something and it says Granddaddy Skunk or like Big Papa Smurf, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, it's like when somebody hands you like a fucking artisanal beer, okay, or whatever the fuck they call it now. I'm drawing a blank on the name, right? And it's like Destruction Bigfoot Blaster. I'm just like, this is cringe, okay? Like, fucking just give me a Corona, okay? Like, what are we doing? Okay, give me a Modelo. Like, it's a Modelo time.
I don't know, maybe. Probably not though.
Yeah. Dude, have you tried anything else aside from weed or nah?
Have you tried? Listen, Bowblax, I know that you really like the kush, but let me tell you a little bit about my friend. Cocaine.
Hey, Diesel. Someone has to make keeping this payment system worthwhile.
I mean, literally, like, you're it. Thank you, philosopher.
If I'm offered a drug that isn't weed, I try it. So I've done some other drugs, but I've never like partaked heavily in it or done it in my personal time or like myself.
Look, I mean, I'll say it. If someone who was cool said, "Do you want to do coke?" I'd be like, "Yes." But if it was someone who was lame, I'd be like, "No, that's not for me."
Slow time, you know.
Have you tried magic mushrooms?
Oh my god. Dude, Jar needs to take more of whatever he has because this motherfucker hasn't experienced ego death yet, and it shows.
Yeah.
Some of that Colombian marching powder. Have you taken a little bit of that booger sugar? A little bit of that magic flower?
Spiritual experience, right?
This is so fucking cringe, dude. What the fuck? Dude, how can you make drugs lamer?
Yeah.
Just flat out admitting you'd fall for peer pressure.
Well, you know, if like insert hot celebrity here was standing in front of you and said, "Hey, chatter, would you like to do hardcore narcotics with me?" I'd be like, "Yes, please." Well, like, come on. Nicaraguan nose nachos.
I did like 12 grams. So that's pretty intense.
Oh, nice.
Dude, I can't. This guy is like the most performative drug addict, dude. Holy shit. I've never, dude, Dare's got nothing on Jar.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, I will say this. Jordan Belfort in the Wolf on Wall Street movie makes doing Quaaludes look cool. Okay.
it was more like my mind like broke into pieces, and then
My first time doing coke was at a house party when I was 21. The drug dealing neighbor named Bamboo showed up, and we started doing bumps off of car keys based.
reassembled over the course of the night. Like once I like conked out, you know, it was like I would literally go from like laughing hysterically to bawling my eyes out in like a split second. Like I could like switch emotion. It was really, and I was out of control. It was.
Guys, drugs are cool, but have you ever felt the crisp fall breeze on your skin? I know drugs are cool, but have you ever felt a hug from someone you love? How about a kiss underneath a Christmas tree on a holiday season? What about a wonderfully warm Thanksgiving dinner? How about that? What about the hot air as you step into the water at the beach? How about that? Have you ever tried to frolic a little, have a little whimsy, enjoy the fruits that are life? I don't know. Have you ever seen those things? Have you ever tried that?
Really, it was interesting.
Have you ever felt the wind blow beneath your galls? Have you guys ever stood pantsless in the woods? Feels pretty good, actually. You should try it sometime.
Yeah.
But I've also done it in normal amounts too.
Can you imagine Jar on bath salts? Is there like an amount I can give to Jar that'll make him do that? I would love to see that.
It's pretty fun in moderation, for sure.
You know my favorite drug? Jesus. Sometimes I get a little crazy out on the weekends. I have a crumble cookie. I'm just saying.
And even that, I mean, that was interesting. Wouldn't recommend it, really.
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon?
I get you.
You're right. Life's short. I'm gonna start sunning my hole. God forbid I ever tell you people to enjoy life.
Yeah.
I've been pantsless in a Denny's parking lot. How does that compare? I feel like just being pantsless anywhere is like a nice experience. You know what I mean?
By the way, what's your plan to move forward?
I mean, I already kind of said that I want to like come back with kind of a new brand and expectation of video, but still within like the categories of what someone within my viewer demographic that I built would want to watch.
Would you like me to do stuff on your channel at all?
This guy is are you kidding me? Are you asking for a job right now? Are you asking for a job right now?
Might actually get the numbers up. Like,
are you kidding me? Are you trying to do clout? Are you serious? This is actually the most pathetic shit ever.
Like Bowblax and Jar to two.
Oh my god, dude. Imagine Bowblax. Can we get Bowblax and Jar their own LolCow show? How about LolCow Gaming? Can we get Game Grumps, but they're like outrageously... I was going to say Game Grumps, but they're outrageously autistic, but that's like still the Game Grumps.
Most, aside from Destiny, of course, the two most...
Asking for a YouTuber with a job, who are you, me?
Exposed guys on the internet.
You guys... Oh my god, get a job.
Like, collaborating.
No,
No, put them in the fish tank.
I wouldn't
Me neither. It was a stupid idea.
This guy is literally... Is Jar a tsundere? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know why he suggested it.
I don't know if it's a dumb idea. It's just it's not something I want to personally do. It can be like it. I mean, frenemies exist. Lolcow podcast exists. I don't think it's a dumb idea to have like an interesting.
These guys need a
happy,
third place like
duo
yesterday.
Content thing, but I just don't want to do that for my channel.
Hey, man, it's your channel. A channel is like a ship. You're the one steering it. A channel's a ship, and you're the captain.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make a bunch of videos for each of my channels.
Oh, very blessed, very blessed. Thank you, thank you.
Before I come
KJ got a gift
back, and
Nice.
yeah, one thing I learned is, editing. Now that I'm back to editing myself, I actually kind of have more of a passion for doing videos again. When I'm in control.
Channel is a ship, and Jar's the Titanic.
The editing, and even if there's something I don't like how it turned out, I can just ask a guy to add to it later, and that's pretty Gucci.
Yeah, pretty convenient.
Well, I wish the best for you, Bowblax.
Yeah, yeah, you too.
Yeah, hey, no retreat, no surrender, my right?
Oh my god. Dude, I know there was like Baked Alaska January 6th, but why couldn't it have been Jar?
I guess, sure.
Have you seen Cobra Kai?
No.
You should give it a chance.
Oh
Just see the first episode. If you like to karate,
This guy, go watch Severance. Go watch The Studio. It just got an Emmy. Go watch The Pit. Come on. Go watch something that's like for your age demographic. I guess Cobra Kai is technically, but Jesus Christ.
kid movies, you'll love it.
Yeah, it's a continuation of that, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like
same.
a-
No, it is.
Yeah.
A continuation. It takes place with the same actors and everything, like 30 something years, like 30 or 40 years later, and it's awesome. Like it's a really cool show. Final episodes or whatever are about
Yes,
to come
Bo
out.
Black's
and I'm
leaked the
looking
goal.
forward to that.
It's bingeable. It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm actually working on a full review of every episode for my channel. Like everything is scripted out. I just gotta record it and shit.
If any girl here had to choose between either Jar or Miss Anthropody to go on a date with, who would you choose? Pick wisely. The bear.
You're taking, man.
Oh, it is. It is. It's going to be a side project while I work on other stuff, like do a little recording here, do a little recording there. Like my big Star Wars video. That's how I did that.
My big Star Wars video. I like how Mr. Plinkett is almost like a satire of these guys, but it's like Mr. Plinkett also created all of these guys.
That one. But
Nice.
one more thing, Bowblax. Is it alright if I record this conversation? I will not upload it.
Oh my god. So they have this whole call, and then at the end of it, he asks if it's okay to record. You know, the way that works is that you need to ask at the beginning, right? If you're a two-party consent state, you can't record the call and then post-recording ask for their consent. Oh my god.
Unless I have your permission.
Is this guy is the most dude, he is so sleazy.
Yeah, you can record it. Can you also give me a copy of it?
Sure.
All right.
Bowblax is like, this motherfucker recorded the call. I might as well take a copy of it since now that it's wrapping up. Can I record, dude? That's actually crazy.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Because, like, unlike everybody else, I feel like, even though I've only spoken to you, like, one time before this,
I feel like we have a great kinship here. Okay, but
I feel like... Have you seen Rick and Morty?
This don't stop. Oh my god, you are so Reddit coded. Holy shit. Holy fucking chunkus. Holy chunkus.
Yes.
Okay, remember that episode with Pissmaster?
Okay. Alright. You were killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like Rick, where he's like, he overhears someone says, "Can you imagine being that much of a piece of shit?" So I just like, and he takes the beers and goes over to Pissmaster's house, and that's why I'm here. It's like, oh, I understand what it feels like to be this much of a piece of shit.
Oh my god, dude. Bowblax is like very normal in this, dude. This is so fucking just diabolical.
Okay. Yeah, could you yeah, just send over the recording in
But
in Google Drive or whatever. I'd appreciate that.
all right. And if I do upload it, I'm gonna like put some funny edits up.
This guy is actually like, listen, if I were to upload this call, I would make it very funny. Oh.
And shit.
Dude, Jar, you're actually like, I can't believe you're just saying this, dude. Holy shit.
Okay.
But before we end this off, I just want to talk about one more thing. What do you can you explain
Well, now he knows that that he's being recorded.
to me everything about the Destiny situation that we haven't gone over?
Dude, fuck off. I'd be like, get the fuck out of this call and send me the recording. I'm not talking to you anymore. Like, you broke my trust instantly.
Like what else is there?
What Destiny's in so many situations.
That's actually insane. Holy shit. Okay, that's enough. Okay, dude, I saw this. Dude, Elizabeth April remote viewed into Charlie Kirk. And I just thought it was funny. Hold on. I'd be like, bye, no content. I know, dude. It's like, this is the other Just a Robot account.
Oh, how you doing, John?
Wait a sec. I could have sworn that was a video he put out. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, he put it out on his smaller channel.
This is going to be a serious video, no avatar, no silly edits or anything like that. Obviously, you've already heard the news that Charlie Kirk got shot to death. The murderer, which is what they are, is suspected to be Tyler Robinson. His current age is only 22. His life was about to begin, and now it's completely over. He was at an age where he was probably about to graduate college. Obviously, the
He didn't, dude, Jar didn't look up anything about this event. Oh my god, he didn't look up anything. I've been following this one since the moment it happened, dude. Yeah, if you know about the alleged suspect, they were like not in college.
actions he took are unjustifiable. His actions were his own actions.
Yes, I do know about the inscriptions on the bullets.
He did them, but it should be taken into account that he was probably radicalized by those around him, mostly from his
Oh my god. We actually literally don't know that yet. Okay, it is actually too early to tell. The fact that so many people okay, unironically, like, you know, no funny jokey haha aside, like a lot of this stuff has been happening like over the last few days. It is too early for us to have a cohesive idea of this person's ideology or how this happened or how they came to this, right? This is something that would be gone over in court, right? We would learn about this throughout the preceding trial, okay? You're putting the cart before the horse by talking about it now. We actually don't know how much of that is true yet, okay? Because it hasn't happened yet.
social circles and his professors at the college he went to.
He literally didn't go to okay. He went to like a tech school, okay? Just so everybody knows.
No, you're gonna see people on the left say he was a groiper and people on the right say he was a leftist. He was 22. He went to like a technical school. He did not go to like a college. He was not going to like an educational institution for a bachelor's degree.
I myself am not a fan of Charlie Kirk. Pretty much the only thing I know
I guarantee you don't know a single thing about him.
about him is the change my mind meme.
That is a different guy. He literally isn't the originator of the change my mind guy. Steven Crowder is. That Steven Crowder was doing what Charlie Kirk was doing before Charlie Kirk had finished college. Charlie Kirk had started Turning Point USA while he was going, I think it was before college. He was like 18, 19. And he got bankrolled by this old rich guy to make Turning Point USA because he was a good speaker. And Charlie Kirk would often go to like local conservative meets. And that's how he got involved because of his way of speaking and that people found him interesting. Steven Crowder was formerly the Change My Mind guy who would go around to college campuses doing that, but he was a little older than that. And then Steven Crowder is still around, but not really, because Steven Crowder was kind of on the outs when he got caught like domestically abusing his wife, and a lot of people fucked off from that. Also, how could you be radicalized in a college in Utah? It's because okay. Yeah, you're not stupid. Yeah.
And of course, the fact that South Park made fun of him recently. This tragedy happened on September 10th, one day before 9/11. Obviously, murders happen every single day in America. Charlie Kirk was 31 when he died. He was a man with a wife and 2 children. And I heard rumors that
He also believed the Great Replacement Theory. I said this earlier as like a joke, but yeah, if the entire countries of like Mexico and Venezuela invaded the United States, like their entire populations, literally everybody, there would still be less Mexicans and Venezuelans than white people in the United States, right? So the idea that like all of these like illegals are hopping over our border in order to change the racial demographics of the United States just doesn't make sense, because there's feasibly not enough Mexicans and Venezuelans to do that.
His entire family was at the event where he got shot.
He only went there a semester. He didn't even have time to get radicalized by the college.
Not calling for violence. He was not a part of a gang or anything like that. He was purely shot for his opinions. If you're a fan
okay.
fan of Charlie Kirk, or you think he's a nice guy, or even if you're indifferent about him, of course you're mad about this situation. But if you're someone—
Yes, yeah, that's really it. Okay, look, not gonna get a little political here. Okay, I'm gonna get a little political here. Sorry, I am a socially active individual. Okay, both sides like to use events like this to further their own political agenda. If they keep it about us versus our neighbor, we don't think about how like all of these guys are in the same tax bracket and they all benefit by what they do in office. Okay, the fact that you can be a congressperson and can still insider trade using your family is a problem and should be a crime, and many of those people that serve in our government should go to prison for it. Okay, because they're deliberately playing the market in order for their families to become generationally rich and have control of our government for a long time. It is a complete mockery of our democracy that they're allowed to do something like that, and breaks the sanctity of all of the things that we're taught in school. Another thing than that is that Jeffrey Epstein has been a frequent fixture that the left has used as a tool recently. But for years, they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything. In fact, for a long time, a lot of the establishment decided to look the other way about it. Jeffrey Epstein had both Bill Clinton and Donald Trump in his personal circle, a Democrat and a Republican. It is not about party lines. It is not about black versus white. It is not about any of that. It's about the oligarchs that take advantage of everybody else, right? Period. Sorry, I guess I'm getting a little... I guess if you're like left-leaning, you're like, damn, that's pretty Marxist of you. Or if you're right-leaning, you're like, that's pretty based. But yeah, it's
This is a distraction, okay? Period. You shouldn't think that your neighbors are evil. You shouldn't be like, I'm going to go kill my uncle because he's racist. All right? Literally, Russia bombed Poland like the same fucking day that Charlie Kirk got hit or got killed, okay? Some insane shit happened, okay? We're lucky that NATO Article 5 didn't trigger. All right. And the fact that almost no Americans even know that that happened is actually a huge fucking problem.
Who dislikes Charlie Kirk, whether you think he's a fascist or that he spreads hate speech or that his message will cause trans people, POCs, and LGBT.
But speaking of, I should also clear just maybe this is a little bit of the show I'm watching lately, kind of rub it off on me too. I've been watching Mr. Robot. I watched it when it came out. I think it's more prescient as a show now. But remember when Pirate Software was comparing himself to like Mr. Robot? Like Elliot Alderson? That's like an insane thing to me. Because once you get to like season 2 of Mr. Robot and you're watching Elliot do shit, I can't even imagine why Pirate Software would compare himself to Elliot Alderson. Because Elliot is such a dysfunctional drug addict of an individual that comparing yourself to Elliot Alderson is like saying, yeah, I'm a terrorist. Like, what?
People to get murdered, then you should also be
I would like to hear Jar define fascism. I think he's done that before, actually.
angry about what happened because now he's going to be seen as a martyr. Your side will look less favorable in the eyes of the moderates. The most famous anyone ever is right after their death. And right now, Charlie Kirk's message is being spread far and wide. Do you know why Trump got a landslide victory over Harris? It wasn't because she was a woman. It's because that bullet that barely missed his head made him.
Okay, now I'm gonna get conspiratorial. So now let me put on a tinfoil hat. I think this was staged. I think this entire event was staged. Now I'm being conspiratorial. That's just complete crackpot unk behavior, okay? Also, I think he had a really good chance of winning even without that happening, but whatever.
Looks so cool. Trump not only—
Dude, he is so— Jar is so stupid. He is so actually ill-equipped to have these kind of conversations.
won. He crushed it. He got the popular vote.
There's so many reasons why Harris lost the election. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck?
For once in his life. Obviously, Trump was able to dodge the bullet. Kirk wasn't so lucky. Tyler, after he pulled that trigger, probably felt very good about himself, believing
Guys, remember, the creep in the pool guy is talking about this right now.
that he took out one of the greatest threats to all minorities in the world. But all he did was take the life of someone else, ruin his life, and made his own side of the political spectrum seem crazy in comparison. Just look at the—
We actually literally don't know yet what his ideology is. Maybe something has changed, but as of this morning, the last time I was paying attention to the news, we actually don't know, and authorities were still looking for a motive or some more cogent political philosophy that motivated him.
History books.
Didn't no one actually like Harris? Yeah, nobody liked Harris. Nobody, not even Democrats. After Democrats lost the last election, they're like, why are we so out of touch?
John F. Kennedy, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King. All of them were shot, and all of them are favored by history. Now granted—
Whoa, okay. Okay, all right, buddy. All right, Grandpa. That's enough based for you, okay? I think Jar might have read one too many Twitter posts, because that is actually bananas. You see, these guys were also shot by bullet. This guy is shot by bullet too. I mean, it's kind of same thing when you think about it. Okay, I don't know about that.
I highly doubt Charlie Kirk will go down in history like the other three did.
He will not.
The point I'm trying to make in this very short video—
I mean, I don't know. It really depends, like, how the next, 20 years of history goes. Who knows? Maybe we'll get him on the fucking monuments.
Is this. If you disagree with someone's opinion, killing them will not help your cause.
This guy is kind of convincing.
No, I'm joking.
Needless, it's unnecessary, and in the end, everyone loses. I'm not going to make this video any longer for the ad revenue. I said all I needed to.
That was actually really funny. Look, I know some of you don't really fuck with the politics. I get that too. I explore it in my daily life because as like somebody who's gotten like I got a business and I have like I have a lot more things I care about, so I want to make sure that I like pay attention to it. I don't want to be like a overtly like political loon, and there's a lot of political loons on the internet. So I just bring it up as a comedic talking point. But that was fucking baffling. There was like I can't imagine like someone sitting there going, "Oh man, Charlie Kirk got shot. What does Just a Robot think about this?" There's a lot of people on Charlie Kirk's side of the political aisle that also don't like him either. Okay? There's a lot of infighting right now. Everything is really all over the place, and it'll be that way for a bit. God.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started
interested to see what he has to say about this
drama, I thought it was about Cinder from Ruby. Is that show even still
Dude, this guy actually literally needs to watch more things. Holy shit.
going? Ruby is
I wish he did it in a robot filter. That's so true.
pretty cringe, but something that's even more cringe is VTubers.
Oh wait, first.
Now Cinder is not just a VTuber, she's a big VTuber.
There's no way that this guy is like, you know what's more cringe than Ruby VTubers? Brother, you're literally a cross-armed PNG, okay? Like those in glass houses.
She's a co-owner of Gamer Subs. Yeah, you know that product you see being sponsored like everywhere? Cinder may have been one of the biggest independent VTubers, but unfortunately for her, she got into it.
I think there was a lot of money on the table for Charlie Kirk's wife to be performative. You know?
With Bow, who's an even bigger independent VTuber. Now Cinder's avatar is...
I don't know, man. If somebody was offering me 6 figures to say certain things online, I'd probably be swayed. Look, I'm sure a lot of what Tim Pool said for the Russian government, he wouldn't have said otherwise, but gave him a lot of money, and that certainly helped.
Pretty hot, not gonna lie, both figuratively and literally. But this little fire witch girl, or fire demon, or whatever she's supposed to be, found herself...
She's also like a wolf, not an Okami, you fucking illiterate buffoon.
In some hot water. She tweeted out on April 26, 2025, "Effective immediately! Redacted will no longer be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities. He no longer represents me as a creator, a brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a large response when I'm able." This immediately caught my interest. After all, where there's smoke, there's fire. If you're wondering who Redacted is, well, it's their significant other. The artist Nanalis tweeted out a doc with all the information of everything Cinder has done. Until, of course, even more docs were released about her. Yeah, once one...
Dude, a lot of this was so fucking stupid. By the way, the Adora Bunny stuff is still going on, and it turns out Adora is, like, actually giga insane, which doesn't uninsane the other people, but it is funny how fast everything deteriorated.
Doc is released about someone, there's always a few more to follow. Word about this drama quickly spread like wildfire, and she lost over 31,000 subscribers at the time of me recording this. And yes, it's steadily dropping. For now, let's go over the first doc by Nanolis, terminating my work with Cinder. The tweet with this document got over 3 million views in 24 hours. Now it should be noted that Twitter views are not the exact same thing as YouTube views. The website does artificially inflate them. However, 3 million...
Wait, why'd you show that? Why'd you show that clip of Chowder? That was weird. I don't like that. I'm micro-analyzing everything you post.
Million, even if it is artificially...
All VTubers are crazy, AVAC.
Inflated is a pretty big number. Introduction and notes. I wanted to share my experience with Cinder and Red manipulating me, using me, and drawing me into drama.
I never wanted to... So, listen. Okay, alright, hot take. Wanting somebody to die is one thing, but like I know that we're all driving our cars, chat, and then somebody cuts you off and you just like think in your mind about them getting into an accident, okay? Like, have you ever been driving your car and somebody cuts you off and you're just like, I hope you fucking twist yourself around a tree, motherfucker. Like, we all do it. All right. It's like, it's not like saying I wish like you passed on or like I'm hoping for you to die. You're just like, I hope something bad happens. If something bad happened, I would be like, yes. that primal Schadenfreude. HVAC half VTubers are crazy. Every VTuber is lemons.
While sabotaging, slandering, and spreading lies about people I thought were her close friends. Not only do I no longer wish to work with Cinder, but I want to share what I've endured over the years, and shed light on what she has been doing behind people's backs, to protect artists and friends that might be experiencing something similar.
People cutting in line makes me think that sometimes. See, it's not that. It's somebody who's like, we're in public transit, like the subway or something, and it's like kind of quiet in the car, and then they go out of their way, or they come in and they're playing music on like a fucking speaker that you gotta carry like up by a handle, like it's big enough that it's like up to your knee. I'm like, bro, like you actually just brought this on here to be annoying.
As I said earlier, Red is Cinder's significant other, so this drama is not only about her, but him as well. If you wanted to work with Cinder, you typically had to go through Red first. I struggled a lot with writing this document, and I wasn't sure if what I felt and experienced working was real, or just burnout. But I think this proves that I was lied to, and manipulated over the course of years while working with Cinder. Based on working with Redacted, Red, Cinder's manager, and Cinder over the years, that I'm sure they speak for each other, and there's no reason to believe that Red was acting without Cinder's consent or knowledge. Whenever I use they or them, it refers to both of them acting as a team. Oh god, it's been so long, I forgot they and them used to mean that. English not big.
I was driving on the highway recently, and I was in the fast lane, and I was already going over the speed limit, and there was somebody to my immediate right, so I could not go to the slow lane, and there was an SUV tailgating me. Okay, and I could see the lady through my rear view mirror, and I could see her flashing her lights at me because she wanted to get past me. And all I could think was like, lady, the speed limit is 65. I'm doing like a good close to 70 right now, and that's still not fast enough for you? Like, you're going to crash us both because you need to be like 5 feet in front of me? Like, statistically speaking, the way the math works out, you'd need to be going like over 100 miles to really like get there any faster, but you're gonna do this. And so eventually I sped up, and then I was going like 80 miles so I could get past the car on my right so I could move to the slow lane, so that way she could like speed past. And then like I got to the exit and I saw she was at the same exit as me, and she was at the same exit when I was, so all of that speeding didn't get her there any fucking faster. That lady was white, wasn't she? Of course.
Being my first language and the language barrier, I discussed the situation, my feelings and thoughts with native English speakers, who helped me put them into words, so everything is clear, without any misunderstandings due to lack of English skills. Note, any names that are censored here were censored
Maybe she needs to go to the hospital or something. Well, it's not like she was going in the direction of the hospital, because she was going in the direction of Walmart.
The creator in question did not provide consent to have their names revealed by the time of me posting this document. This is the first section of the doc, and it's just words and allegations.
This is just him going over it. This is like resident sleeper. Resident sleeper behavior. Resident sleeper. Well, that Bowblax call was funny, I will say. Big fan, big fan. Love me some jar tent. Love me some jar tent. Nothing like coming back to a little jar tent. I think, by the way, the next stream, there you go, double fruit. The next stream will probably be the Adora Bunny stuff. Do a little VTuber stream, a little VTuber action. Plus, it's been a minute, so why not?
But yes, it is bedtime. It is bedtime. Diesel is sleepy. I won't wait another week for a stream, I promise. That was not me like saying one of those things that was like a lie. That wasn't like the melon stream. I mean it. Anyway, I am still sick, so I want to go to bed. So good